Get my computer.
Welcome to another edition of Jive Time Turkeys. At Time Turkeys on Twitter, at Jive Time Turkeys on Instagram, at Jive Time Turkeys on YouTube. I'm definitely going to put this one up there. Big episode tonight, so joined by everybody. So, fellas, introduce yourselves.
Yeah, it's Dre, sideline guy.
Boy, it's Doc. H-Town.
Yo, Greasy Grandpappy, Cleveland's finest.
I'm rounding it out. Style Life. What's up, everybody?
All right, so we got everybody here because, man, today has been a day in the world of sports. I mean, we got so many topics to talk about, but we'll start with the NFL. Like, you know, it's been a whirlwind 48 hours for the NFL. Like, the Super Bowl is in 2 days or 3 days, whatever. And the biggest stories are not even about that. So the coaching cycle was rounded out, I don't know, a couple of days ago. And, you know, in our production meetings, we got the 0 and 9 declaration for coaches, you know, with the double stars. So if we even without the 0 and 9, we go 1 and 8, with the one being Lovie Smith. So that brings us to the Miami Dolphins and Mike McDaniel.
I keep getting.
Yeah, so, you know, as he was hired, it came out that his dad is Black, he's biracial, and, you know, that spawned off a whole thing on Twitter and the discussion amongst ourselves. If you listened last week, we said definitely no way. 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks. 2 weeks ago, my bad.
2 weeks.
That no way can't be happening. And, you know, I was like, all right, let's see. We ain't got no sound bite like saying I'm blazing. But after today, you know what I learned? Just let it play out. Because 9 times out of 10, you know, if that's the way most of the people are feeling, like, that's probably going to be true. So he had his press conference today. And somebody asked him, you know, I don't know the exact question, but the question was pretty much let everybody going into your background. How are you feeling about that? And they gave him the floor, and he was like, you know, it's been really weird because, you know, I'm of the human race and my dad's Black. And I heard that and I was like, there it is. That's what everyone knew was already going to happen. So, you know, what's the right?
Yeah, well, go ahead. Steve, go ahead first, Steve.
I don't have, you know, I don't have any in-depth analysis on that. It's just, you know, we kind of knew that, like.
Yeah. I mean, I was late to the party. Is all.
What do we knew? Because Alphonse knew it. Steve knew. I still don't know. What do we knew?
No, he said he was biracial from the beginning, which means he's actually Black, but he claims that he's white. Every time that happens, that's what that means. So
yeah, agree.
Which in this instance, excuse me, is a good idea because that's probably why he got the job. That he can play both sides of the fence pretty well.
Can't play it.
So
both sides.
Might think he play it, but
he hits a check mark on the quota for being other. So the NFL, like, the other guy. You know what I mean? A couple other people that we got as coaches are others. We're diversified.
I don't know if it's playing both sides if he just living an Anglo-Saxon life.
Yeah, he flat out living the white life. You know, right? Chose.
Right. So I'm saying the NFL could say, okay, but he's Black.
I want you no, see, ain't wrong. I get that's the game. You know, they did checkmate. Well, they did check. They did check. It was like, all right, check. So,
well, I mean,
go ahead, Fonz. Let it out.
Did they really do check if we all see how a charade this is?
Say that again. If we all see what?
We all see, like, all right, this is a charade. Like, so, like, is it really like? I don't know, man. I mean, I guess they're just playing like whoever going to see this case for fools already. Like, they just setting the stage to play them for fools.
Alphonse, have you heard Brian Flores' name since they announced Mike McDaniel as coach?
I mean, from out of whose mouth?
anybody on a news media platform.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of,
No,
not as much. No.
Wait. So real quick. Okay. If it was a volume, If the Brian Flores announcement was a volume and the volume was 90 decibels, make up shit up to go fuck.
Oh yeah,
90
yeah.
decibels.
Oh
It
yeah.
95, 85.
Coming down to 20. About
Exactly.
I was gonna say 10.
yeah. I'm not disillusioned as to what it is.
Go ahead.
But so to me, I would totally get what you're coming from. But the conversation has now moved how Mike McDaniel is ashamed of that and kind of highlighting what Flores is talking about. Like people don't listen to the end of the points that are made to that, but that's what it kind of comes back to. Like, yeah, and this is a sham. The Dolphins are playing in our faces, and this is what he's talking about. But like most people are, our attention spans are like that. So people just hear, Mike McDaniel's not really black, and that's what they take and go off of it. But it's like the end of the sentence is like, and thus the Dolphins and Stephen Ross are playing in our faces. And this is what Flores is talking about. So like, yeah, the volume has come down. I don't know. The volume has come down because some of us allow it to come down.
I mean, that's the game. I mean, and that is the game. Like I get what you're saying.
So like,
that's the game.
You know,
it's like It was like, what about him? It was like,
and then we start arguing about him, and it's like, I mean, him regardless of that, kind of doesn't change what was happening at the beginning.
They won.
But it's what we said 2 weeks ago, right? And we like, you know what hit me today was I realized that I was Jim the Crow from the famous Dumbo movie. And I think 2 weeks ago I was leading the cap like, ain't no way in hell. Them crackers ain't that goddamn sleep. Oh, 2 weeks ago we was like, it don't make no sense. We had a good time roasting. We was flapping our wings. I beat unseen. And then they was like, we're gonna choose him. Yeah, the one you brought up randomly in a podcast about his interactions at a podium. And we was like, and you was like, he black, right? Like, no, nigga, you tripping. And then we used to go find out, like, question. Yeah. So they was like, rah. And then like it was immediate. All the ESPN, they was like, so what the Nets gonna do about that Ben Simmons thing? Cause ain't nothing talking about football. Yeah, I was just about blind Flores last night. They was like, but Cracker won again, so let's talk about something else. And that's where we are. NFL know what they're doing, you know what I'm saying? And I would read the opening passage to Lily Ford. Let me go get that book real quick. Oh, it's upstairs. Anyway, if you do not understand the system of global white supremacy, what it is and how it works, everything you think you understand will only confuse you. So, hey, peace to the I am a human, but my daddy black. Fuck that nigga, you ain't black, all right? Joe Biden said it right, all right? If you ain't voting with us, you ain't rolling with us. Man. Don't give me that human race shit. Shit.
Oh, man.
I'm part of the victim group. He was like, yeah, I like taking flights and shit. So my daddy black. All right, I think I'm done. I'm sorry. I'll go back on mute.
Everybody got a comment.
I'm about to say, Star Life, you look like you ready to jump in.
This ain't that mad. It's the people for real. Our anger doesn't last past the current cycle. It's just like, all right. I mean, this is the shit we putting up with it. So we gotta go to work tomorrow. So I mean, it's kind of like,
yeah.
So I mean, this is kind of it is what it is. I mean, not enough of us stopped watching football to begin with when Colin Kaepernick. So it's just kind of like, them niggas, they don't care. They just pick right now, and we're quiet down a little bit. Super Bowl Sunday. I mean,
is it the consumers or the players?
It's both. It's everybody.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna stop watching. We ain't gonna stop paying. We ain't gonna stop playing. Everybody.
He even heard anything really from the players?
No.
They're not gonna lose their paycheck for no Mike McDaniel. I wouldn't. I don't blame them. They're like,
no, but we're talking about Brian Flores. Did we hear anything?
Same thing. Like
oh, well,
but you know,
who's a high enough profile that could withstand?
Yeah, they ain't put microphone in front of those people. Like, you know,
Yeah,
there's people comment on Twitter and stuff, but it wasn't like
yeah.
Tom Brady said something. So, you know,
yeah.
the media didn't really care.
And the way
Russell Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook. There you go.
Don't worry, we're gonna get to him. Don't worry, we're gonna get
Russell Wilson.
Yeah,
ain't said nothing. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, and that's probably why RC mad at him. He don't speak up for the call.
he ain't really
Wait,
black.
Yeah. Patrick Mahomes.
He ain't really black.
Yeah. His brother be messing up shit.
Man, I think somebody was saying like Joe Burrow is blacker than Patrick Mahomes. So
Nah, I mean, I can see why you would say that as a joke. I get it.
So
I get it.
talking about being down for the cause.
We're gonna see. We're gonna see. It's too early now, but there's gonna become a time in his career where he's gonna say, "What you gonna do, Joe? You did it, Joe? Or what you gonna do, Joe? What's going to call?" Like, so you know how it is.
Like
man.
Odell had to say something or something like that.
Who say Goodell?
Odell.
Nah, I don't put it on Odell, man. You can't put on the brothers already got to cross the bear.
Somebody that's 100%. So we could say it has a high.
Who was that though?
Not the drop.
Who is that though? Who would that need to be?
Hey, I mean, I don't know anybody who has a high enough national profile than him.
And that's why.
That's a black slayer.
And that's why.
It might have to.
It has to be him, you know.
But
I don't know about
black, though. He's
players
not black like that.
Who's not black like that? Odell Beckham?
No, Russell Wilson.
But that's
he was saying OBJ.
Because we remove him from the conversation. I mean,
his wife, his wife is Sierra. Like,
his wife will probably say something before him.
But that's why I kind of be for the players. Like, you got the cachet with your wife.
So let's reverse engineer it. Okay, what are we saying the statement should be by a player? What should the statement be?
Need to be more black coaches. Point blank period. I mean,
or more black head coaches, because
head coach.
It's proven over time that they have enough talent and things to show, and given the chance to succeed, they can succeed just as well. And on the bottom level, why shouldn't they get the chance to fucking be bad coaches like these motherfuckers? Like, I'm gonna go ahead and drop a bomb in here real quick. You know what I saw today, maybe like 15 minutes before we got on? You know who's about to be an offensive coordinator? Take a guess who's about to be offensive coordinator in Jacksonville. Probably not gonna get it because you wouldn't even fucking think it, but you should probably think it.
Joe Flacco?
No. That would be actually worth something because Joe Flacco actually won the Super Bowl.
Oh, Adam Gase?
No.
It's not McCown?
Nope.
Oh, he's gonna be a head coach.
He's about to be a head coach somewhere.
He can be a quarterback coach in Texas.
Press Taylor.
Who the fuck is Press Taylor?
Press Taylor.
Who's that guy?
Taylor. Who is the coach of
Zach Taylor?
The Bengals?
That's his brother?
This is brother, Joe?
Little brother.
I mean, Mike McDaniel. I told you about Mike McDaniel. He was hanging around with the cows.
Josh McDaniels, little brother from the coach, wide receivers for the Texans. I mean,
he's not the offensive coordinator.
Yeah, Jim and John Harbaugh.
Yeah, like, you know.
We made y'all.
John didn't hire Jim, and Jim didn't hire John.
And both are actually pretty good.
Yeah, we need to.
You
gotta take care of your little brother, man.
And also, John. Like, no. My thing is not that he got the job. My thing is he's the offensive coordinator. Like, we never heard of this dude a day in our life. Like, at least when Sean McVay, like,
as you know, Doug Peterson is gonna be coaching offense. So you just give him a job, so you line it up for him down the line. You know how it go.
You know how it go, man. Mike, like, what did you hear about Mike McDaniel before? Well, you heard of him because he knew he was black. Before that moment, like for his X's and O's. Like, who knew about Mike McDaniel because, like, oh man, he out here killing it. I thought Kyle Shanahan was one behind it. Like, was he a play caller?
Ooh.
Yeah, he wanted to
did
play
start
ball.
playing. I think
He's
I think he did start calling the plays.
Okay.
I thought he was the running game coordinator. Like,
Nah,
Yeah,
that's what
get
they just
titles.
hired Anthony Lynn for. Also, about
Got
that, I don't. I mean, yes, never mind. I get the outrage. Never mind.
Nah, say it. Fuck it, say it. Come on, man.
The Anthony Lynn over what's the guy the 49ers let go?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
They
yeah.
wanted to take a 60% pay cut.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, wow, brother. You made me. I was like, really? You don't see the unfairness?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
He was like, but they hired
They
like
just fired him. Like, why would you
60%.
do
Like,
that?
come on, man. Like,
that's
Just
what he
fire him.
said. That's how you fire him. Like,
exactly.
No,
Like,
that's not how you fire him. Like, hey, thank you for your service. That's how you fire him. Not like, hey,
Well,
we
don't you got to
want
pay
you to
him
take a.
the rest of the job if you say thank you for your service? Don't you got to pay out the contracts? Like, isn't there something with that?
It
because
ain't like he's $20
Anthony
million.
Lynn has the assistant head coach title now, right?
Yeah, and the other part
Yeah.
is whatever that dude's job was.
So 60% of his pay was assistant head coach, I guess.
hell no.
Oh,
Yeah.
They was on that shit.
Ain't y'all?
These motherfuckers excuses.
We had another one. And ain't y'all happy?
Exactly.
This the head
No.
And real quick, that shit was.
He's
was-
a
Hold on. What did you
That
put?
lovely shit.
What did you post in the production meeting? The 2.00000000001.
Yeah, I heard y'all giving scores 1-8. It's still 0-9-0. My case. I love Lovey.
1,000th of one of y'all. Ain't he?
I hate it.
One.
No. Steve, I am
That
not
was
hating on Lovey.
that was
What I'm
you.
saying
No,
is
you
that-
had 1 billion.
Yeah, 1 trillion.
Something down the line somewhere.
And that was still too goddamn high.
But I wasn't even talking about Michael McD. I'm talking about Anthony Lynn. We gave another nigga a job. I mean, what?
Hey.
This the head coach.
Said,
Ain't y'all happy?
Tomlin about to hire a black coordinator for the first time.
Yeah, for the first time.
It's also the
Like
first
shit.
time he actually gets to make a hiring decision, right?
Yeah, that's what people ain't been telling you.
When we were
that's
talking
the-
about
that's the-
players,
That's the
I was
clip
thinking
piece
about-
they got.
I was thinking about coaches who need to say something. He need to say something.
He can't say nothing.
He gonna say.
I know
he
he
gonna
can't. I know
be
he
there.
can't.
He
Okay,
can't
okay.
do no
okay,
hiring.
okay.
Like
I know
he
Your
Yeah.
energy kind of like, I thought you was upset with him. Like, we know he can't say
Gonna
that.
really be on the hot seat there.
yeah,
I'm just saying,
if
If any black coach could say something, I think he might.
What he gonna say?
No.
What he gonna say though?
You gotta keep Mike. That's when you're like, okay,
He was
you
like-
got his. Okay, cool.
He's like, man, I only reason I got this job because I got the opportunity to interview because I'm black. Like they wouldn't even gave me an interview in the first place.
Yeah,
Right.
but
So he can't say
on
that.
some level, it
That
still
don't
came
sound
down to
good,
the
bro.
Roonies hiring a black person. These
Oh,
other motherfuckers ain't gonna hire black people no matter how many they interview, and that's the problem. Like the Roonies on
Yeah,
some level was like,
that said that Stephen Ross. Said that Flores was a problem. Said that Mike Tomlin was too hip hop when he interviewed him. Like,
did he come in there with motherfucking Nas playing and shit? Like, what the fuck is hip hop?
Why the fuck not?
You have
What's
DMX
the-
playing over the game clips.
No, he can't. He just came in there young and black.
Yep. There it is.
That's
What's
the
Byron
rules.
Allen do?
Huh?
What's Byron Allen gonna do?
Go back with them Bucks. Hang out
Man,
with Bruce.
I don't
You
know.
listen to
You
the
said
fifth episode?
Byron Allen? I thought you was talking about the dude that bought the Weather Channel.
Oh, you talking about go back? Oh, you are talking about him? Oh, okay, I think left.
Yeah, he's gonna go by the
He trying to buy the
who's up for
Broncos.
sale?
Put in a bid
Yeah,
to buy.
trying to buy the Broncos.
No.
Come on, man.
No.
Ain't nobody buying no goddamn franchise.
That's
I know.
they're not letting him in.
I'm shocked. I'm just.
Well,
That's the
That was
country
covered
club,
by-
man. You can't just walk up in there.
What about Lil
Hide my
Riddick?
game real quick. I'm gonna shoot these niggas.
Is Lil Riddick gonna get a job?
He might.
I gotta feel that one.
Mr. Rooney, you know, he's been
That's
doing
why.
that, you know. Mr. Rooney's,
Yeah.
you know, he's a good man, you know.
He voted for Obama.
He had a head, was his head like this? Head like this he told me
Rooney
that,
show has been good
if
to
I
us.
showed up at 3:00 on Sunday,
I'm not gonna let y'all
y'all
talk
had
about
some,
Rooney. Not Mr. Rooney. No, sir. No, sirree.
Hey, Flores put that goddamn lawsuit. Them niggas went to the playbook. All right, now you rolls? Yeah, I got it.
What happened to the law? Is lawsuit still active?
Hey, what's the billionaire that was paying off student loans for people from HBCUs, students from HBCUs?
Oh, the brother
Frank Smith. Robert Smith.
Robert Smith.
Yeah.
Robert Smith is wealthier than 25 NFL owners, but can't buy a team.
Yes, because he's black. We know this.
Yeah.
It ain't the money.
Nope. The only reason why there's a black owner because he's the greatest basketball player of all time, and the other one had BET, best basketball.
They just passed that one franchise around.
Exactly. That's the one you get.
This y'all won.
Y'all shit and shit. And don't you think about making no goddamn playoffs. Seriously. You can have all the balls y'all want. But yeah, can I speak about Lovey real quick? Can we acknowledge that the Lovey shit was just all these niggas called us, hire the nigga that's already in the house? Like, just give it the shit. Just give it the shit. Just give it to him. Hey, Pep, don't go away. You get a raise too. Like, everybody happy. Everybody got a step increase. That shit like working at the goddamn government. That's all that shit was. It's like, you've been around here long enough, might as well get a job. And that's how I got mine. But the point is this. I know a Lovey move when I see it. And I hope he do a good job. They make him conflicted, but it's still gonna be the same shit. Who the quarterback, Steve?
Davis Mills.
Exactly.
I don't think they're gonna draft one.
So you do not or do?
I think they will draft one.
Davis Mills will have every opportunity.
Yeah, they're gonna give him an opportunity.
Every opportunity.
Pep Hamilton's the offensive coordinator.
And after the Texans cut him, he will get an opportunity with another team.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Sometimes Paxton Lynch.
Paxton Lynch was some cold garbage.
Davis Mills.
No, he didn't.
Davis Mills played
the Broncos, and where else did he go? He ain't go to where else is that?
No.
Osweiler? Went to Cleveland.
Lynch.
Oh, Osweiler. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I don't keep up with Cleveland teams.
No. But he only went to Cleveland because they attached a second round pick to him.
No, that don't count.
Osweiler was at the Texans for a minute.
And then that pick turned into Nick Chubb.
Yeah, that don't count. I'm talking about a team cutting him and he free on the market and you don't get paid.
This is the difference.
Pay to take him.
Davis Mills played decent. Them dudes didn't play decent.
Broncos, Seahawks, Steelers, Paxton Lynch career.
Steelers.
That's the point. Yeah, I ain't know that either.
It was like sitting on the bench, though.
First of all, Brock Osweiler took the Broncos to the playoffs when they put Peyton Manning's corpse on.
Oh, you stop that. Stop that.
It's facts. It's facts.
That's not
all
facts.
there. We were
he
all
was
there.
He was there for the ride.
Who?
Von Miller took the Broncos to the playoffs.
Both of them were there for the ride, but you talk about Davis Mills. I mean, you talk about Brock Osweiler. He didn't blow the game.
The keep to lead
games. And they sat Peyton
because he only threw the ball 17 times a game.
Yeah. They sat Peyton Manning down because Peyton Manning was out there blowing games, and they was like, you know what, we're gonna need your oldness during the playoffs, but right now you go sit down because you can't throw a 5-yard out from the hash that you want.
You can't stand up straight. Like
that too, but
man, he had a broken neck. Leave him alone.
Exactly, Steve.
Didn't he have to go to the? He had to go to the Bahamas to get that.
He had to go get that shit fused, didn't he? He got his neck fusing.
Vertebrae fused.
Yeah.
Let him live.
So I guess we could talk about the game now. The actual game.
I want to say one more thing before we do.
Go ahead.
Mr. Rooney is good, white folk. It just came to me. My bad. Okay, I'm done.
If he was
a young fool.
if he was that good, he would have made Mason Rudolph apologize to Myles Garrett.
Yes, sir, Mr. Charlie.
Oh my goodness.
All right in America.
My bad. We got off the rails a little bit early.
Biracial brother. Nigga, biracial. Nigga, fuck out of here. Nigga, we all biracial, motherfuckers.
Well, here's so actually, I mean, I'm glad the Niners lost because we don't have to hear about that storyline in the Super Bowl.
Because he's black.
He would have kept coaching. He was coaching the 49ers, but every third time in the game, we'd have had to hear about he's a new coach of the Dolphins and he's biracial and whoop-de-whoop and da-da-da-da-da. And
they would have showed him chopping it up with Kendrick Lamar before the game.
Dr. Dre.
They would have showed him handing his Beats headphones to Dr. Dre, getting them signed by Dr. Dre.
We are an inclusive league.
Mm-hmm. All are welcome.
Forward thinking.
So his dad is DeBarge though, right? Like Chico.
Nah.
The other DeBarge.
The picture that was surfaced looked a little bit darker than the DeBarge to me.
Yeah, tan.
Well, I don't know.
Like a white man.
I don't know how those cameras look back in those days.
Like a white man. Italian. I give him Italian.
But, I don't know, man. Like Dre said in the production meeting, that tall white dude, he was messing the whole picture up for me. I was like, what is going on here?
No, I'm on this side. I'm on this side.
Whose side he's supposed to be on?
Trying to mix it up. You're trying to.
He's like, I'm over here.
Well, did y'all see that TikTok? The TikTok that went around. This white girl who realized she was actually, her and her whole family realized they were black because they did an ancestry test after their grandmother died. Mm-hmm. And their grandmother told them that she was an only child, she was an orphan, whoop-de-whoop. And then they did an ancestry test and it was like, you motherfuckers are black. And it went and turned out that their grandmother ran away I don't know if ran away, but left home. She's one of, I don't want to get the number wrong and sensationalize it, but I want to say like 17 children.
And like our grandmothers. Mm-hmm.
And she wasn't, like, they thought her name was, and here was the biggest thing for me. Like, when you look at the girl, you can see, I could see the black. Yeah, I could see the black in you, like in the facial joint. But then they said her name was Mammy. And like, the spelling was the only thing that was different. No, the grandmother's name was Mammy.
Grandma's name.
And so it never clicked on anybody that like, maybe we should check this out, because they could never find any records of her. Like, they could never find any records of her.
Probably didn't want to.
What'd you say, Olu?
Her name was Mammy.
Mammy.
They called her Mammy.
Yeah, Mammy.
That was her name.
No, she had like
her real name probably like Thelma or some shit, but
yeah, it was something like that. But like when she ran away and created this new life, so like I say all that to say, like, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. These features sometimes be.
What you don't know?
That I don't know. I lost my train of thought in telling the TikTok story, honestly.
Oh. About black like run away. Like once you cross.
What the Hitler is a Jew? Like,
damn, what?
I'm saying these white people be black and don't want to talk about it.
Drinks. Everybody got drinks. Drink champs. Everybody got your drink. I got my drink. Take a sip. Everybody take a sip.
Yeah, it's one of them. Like, but like, yeah, once you cross that white threshold, you ain't gonna get it up. It's pretty good. Grandma was trying to survive, so I understand the psychology. Like, I understand when he said, "I'm a human being, yo." He ain't want to give that score. That was credit score talk. It's like, nigga, y'all not knocking my score, my 875 shit down. That shit knocked down. I've been there. I've seen my daddy when he had that 375. Like, I was
struggle on purpose.
With 650. No. I was born with 650. And I embraced the 825, 875 credit card. Look, you see my daughter? Shit. Won't be no question. No question. Hey, I went to Yale. Went to Yale or Harvard. Which one did he go to?
Yeah.
Yeah, shit. He is that person's grandmother, Alpha. Like, we are across threshold. Ain't no takebacks.
And so I guess
no.
So all right. So the anger is not with him, it's with The
The
NFL.
NFL. Yeah.
I just want to make sure because some people the angers with him.
That's
Yeah,
with
I'm
me.
like,
I'm
Lost
not
Negro.
even mad at NFL no more. It's just it is
This
what
is
it
weird.
is.
I'm mad. I'm going to be forever mad because this
I
prevent me
can't
from
get
watching the
mad
sport.
anymore.
It's like y'all just can't be shitting on me and shit. Like you remember Alphonse, you asked that question, like why was Homeboy mad in that upset win? Because he put his nuts on his neck.
No,
And
yeah,
that's-
you know why he got his
no.
nuts? No, he got his nuts put
He
on his
ran-
neck.
he
'cause
ran-
to it.
He ran up under his
to it.
Yeah, that was
No. Again, agree. I am not arguing that. What I'm saying is what incensed him is when he's like, and you put the nuts on my neck.
No, he was
No.
mad.
He
He
put-
was mad and
he
ran
put himself in
I
position.
know.
All right, so we going to basketball.
No, we're not
on
going back.
accident.
Not
Not
yet. Not yet.
Let's circle
I'm
back.
just saying.
Circle
I'm
back.
just saying.
We can go to basketball.
NFL keep doing
We're
the
talking about
motherfucking
Auburn
shuffle.
being upset by Arkansas in college basketball.
Yeah, we'll get
Last
back to
second
that. That was a
Wait,
wild
my brothers keep-
score storming.
And
We ain't
then we saw Say Still put the stamp on it.
Yeah, that could wrap that.
You got to ally Say Still. Ooh.
She hit the notary on that motherfucker.
She was ready for it. I was like, oh no.
All my life.
You think she got something like that in the drafts? Just a copy of that tweet in the drafts, ready for everybody who come out to say
She got
biracial.
like all lives matter sticker on her car
Right.
and shit like
Printed.
that.
Retweet.
She
Ain't
printed
no
the
reason.
article. She printed the
What?
article on her HP printer, folded neatly, and is now her bookmark in her Bible. Just saying. Just saying.
All right, so
that's her bookmark in her Bible. Just let you know right now.
so did y'all
That
watch
sits
the Marvel
under her
series?
gun. This
What
is
if?
under the gun, by the way. I apologize.
Y'all watched the Marvel series? What if?
You know I
No.
Part of it.
All right, so basically talks about
start going
alternate
too far.
timelines and shit. So what if Jalen Rose had taken her to dinner as she offered on that 6 p.m. Sports Center?
Man,
What if
I
all of-
don't want to say them disrespectful.
To
I don't wanna say
who?
them disrespectful.
Okay, I'll keep going.
Not about Jalen.
I'm just saying, like, what if all of this is a backlash because Jalen turned down that dinner
No.
because she didn't know what happened to that bull? She didn't know what happened to that bull.
Man, I don't want to be disrespectful.
No.
Nah, I'm
I
not
thought
gonna say it.
the
I'm
dinner
not.
was to try to turn Jalen into all lives matter with her.
You think so? I don't think so. I think she
It was
was
a
trying
recent dinner?
No, you don't remember that
No.
clip,
It's
Dre?
not recent.
Like recent in like the last 5 years?
That was like
What's it like?
was that
might have been
2016?
5. Like the cycle moves so fast. Like 5 years ago,
She been
Jalen
married,
might have
though.
been doing sports center segments.
Yeah, but I thought you said it was. I thought you meant like one of the early joints, like when Michael Smith and Jamil supposed to go on a date or something. I thought you meant like back when they first started. You talking
No,
about
this
recently?
was like she was on Countdown, and he was doing Countdown. And they thought they was off the air or something. Yeah, and she was like, "Yo, you want to go to dinner or something?" I gotta find the clip, but like,
Wait a minute. I didn't know about that dinner part.
She been married though, like to a white man.
Yeah.
So no, he ain't.
Yeah. So
right,
Well,
long
he-
time
that's
married.
what
And not cheating on him, married. Like that's what I'm saying. Probably trying to get him over there to her side. Like, come on, let's go to this MAGA rally together.
but she had to know that wasn't gonna work with Fab Five Jalen Rose, especially being from Indiana.
She got ass, and that's why Jalen was like, "Oh no, I'm cool." play it off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't going no goddamn date with you, woman. I don't know, Jalen like him exotic though. I see that.
Exotic. Oh.
I'm just
hell,
saying.
Biracial. You like them biracial?
All right, so
Exotic.
this is get ready.
Exotic's the word.
Okay.
This is get ready to go into basketball because
We're
I
going
have
to
a
basketball.
question. No, I want us to get our
Let's
Super
shoot.
Bowl picks real quick.
Okay.
Bengals.
Rams.
Oh, the Super Bowl yet?
So Greasy got the Bengals. I got the Rams.
I got LA in LA. On some fluky shit because they in LA.
like fluky turn out the light shit.
Like Cooper Cup wide open for a touchdown on the last play, on the last drive, some shit like that.
Gotcha.
And he get the MVP.
He just won off. Yeah.
Offensive
He
player.
earned
Yeah.
that. He earned that though.
Yeah, like 150 catches for 2,000 yards.
Triple Crown winner. He earned that.
Out the slot.
It was just announced that he's the offensive player of the year. But
I'm looking at it.
I picked the Rams in the beginning of the year, so yeah, I got to stay with my picks.
You know what I'm picking.
Not that I don't that the Bengals have a chance. I think the Rams gonna beat them.
I'm just tired of picking against Joe Burrow.
Oh,
I'm not picking against me. I pick against him.
Yeah, I'm not like. I mean, okay, that's fine for you, but like,
fuck Joe
hey
Burrow.
man, that's clear to talking. That's clear to talking.
I told him earlier, like, hey man, just go out and get rid of the Browns.
He did.
Come on over to the Eagles.
You did.
I know it's close to state or whatever,
sir.
but still,
Sir.
it's the same state.
Sir.
Yeah,
it's the narcotic.
Yeah, but if you're on heroin, it's okay. You can get on, smack. Try it out.
You don't have to use crystal meth. You could step it up, baby. You could get a little more high class with your drugs.
Cocaine is a classy high.
Right.
Classy high.
Right.
Show me the receipts.
All right, so we made.
Well, you get my pick. I mean, Steve got to, told it, but this is a white supremacist. As always. As always. As always. Them motherfuckers always win. It's gonna come today. You gonna rule today, cracker.
Oh man.
You can keep your Mike McDaniel. We'll come back. We're gonna come back, goddammit. We're gonna be a black coach with a black wife. There we go. Sorry. All right, I'm done. I go on mute. Basketball time.
So we go switch it to basketball. And man, the NBA trade deadline. Came with a bang. So we just start with the major thing. Ben Simmons for James Harden. Come along with Ben Simmons is Seth Curry. I don't know who else, and 2 first-round picks.
Drummond
and 2 first-round picks. We had talked about this before. Like, I thought this wasn't going to get done till the summer. And people was like, why would they do that? I think this is a perfect trade for the Nets. Like, they get everything they need, and Ben Simmons gets to show that that shit was a fluke, but there's no pressure on him to do so. Like, all right, couple things. One, if the numbers in New York keep going down, then the Kyrie not being vaccinated, that changes the game. The calculus changes on that. So even if he has to miss some home games, you got Seth Curry coming over. Like, you have a shooter who, I mean, he's never played with his brother, so he's never played with an elite scorer of like KD. Okay, so KD comes back healthy. Kyrie comes back, plays road games. Like, I don't know what the Sixers are doing. Like, that, I guess Daryl Morey is supposed to be some genius type motherfucker, but like, I don't get what they're doing. And if I'm Embiid, like, I know he's a troll, but I'm like, you haven't watched how the last other stars who play with Harden, how this is finished? Like, are you a better player than KD? And he just begged to get up out of there. And it's like, even if Kyrie couldn't play, Harden and KD is enough to get out the East this year. So I don't know what Philly was doing. I think this revitalizes the Nets and puts them back in a position, like, if KD comes back fully healthy, like, they're now my favorites to win the East. And Philly, I mean, it's gonna be fun to watch, but like, I don't know. We got two people who we haven't seen dominate in the playoffs.
Olu?
Which two people?
Harden and Embiid.
Olu?
Philly lost. They haven't lost this bad since the British burnt it down in 17, whenever. But no, I mean, no, but I like Philly's starting five, but after that, they robbed themselves of their depth, basically. Who you got coming off the bench? Shake Milton and Frank Cormaz. It's just like those jokers. I mean, we still got to see. You talk about 2 people, 3 people, because Tobias Harris ain't showed up in the playoffs neither. Danny Green can't do but so much. I mean, it's just. I mean, good luck. I mean, Thibault. I mean, but the Nets. It really depends on how Steve Nash and his staff have them play. But I mean. Yeah, the Nets, they are poised. I mean, they never stopped being the favorites to win the championship. I mean, because you had those 3 guys, but it's just like they just retooled on the fly, and they got better. I kind of think they got deeper. They were already pretty deep for like with the playoff in the playoffs, because when the game slows down. But like they're deeper now. They shouldn't have gave them Steph Curry or Andre Drummond for real. Like that. You got Kyrie insurance, and you got a big man that can protect the rim. I mean,
you got LaMarcus Aldridge insurance, because LaMarcus Aldridge was balling before he got hurt, and now like, all right, we got a big man. I mean, we know Drummond got 6 fouls to use at the very least.
As long as he don't want the ball.
I think he's been there, done that. Like I think he's past.
I hope so.
Past that.
Yeah.
That I think coming to the Lakers,
he's almost out the league.
Box out and protect the rim. Yeah. We don't need you for no points. Like, no. Even Ben Simmons. They don't need Ben Simmons to score points.
That's what I'm saying. That's why this is like
and be a secondary play. Like we forget that Ben Simmons is in this trade. Like it's still Ben Simmons, 6'10", can run the floor and
a point guard.
He was my defensive player of the year last year. It was just like,
and now he comes back hungry and healthy. Oh, yeah, this.
Reinvigorated. I mean, it's just thanks, Darmore. I mean, this is what you held out for. Okay,
right. Well, so from Ben Simmons' side, it's like this is what I held out for. Not to go to Sacramento, not to be in purgatory, and now I'm in Brooklyn in the middle of a playoff race, and like two first round picks, all because Daryl Morey loves James Harden. Like literally, that's really the reason why. Like, because he loves James Harden.
This is what I say. I think
at the end of the day, go ahead, Steve.
No, that's you.
Here comes the hate.
Ooh.
Go ahead.
The number one hater.
So I was saying.
Let me brace myself.
I feel like I don't feel like the Sixers necessarily lost, but the Nets got so much better that it didn't matter. They weren't playing Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons was not playing at all, and you got James Harden. And let's see what you can get with these buyouts. But from the way it looks right now, no, it don't. It looked like that.
I'm playing Kendrick Perkins and
you handed the
right now. Buyout market. Go ahead.
Looks like right now you just handed the East to the Nets. You just gave it to them.
I wouldn't say that though. I wouldn't say that. That you
barring,
handed the East.
barring injuries. If the Nets are healthy, forget about it. Forget it. Forget about it.
Miami. I think Miami's going to have something to say about that. Bucks are going. I like Miami. I think Miami is really good.
Yeah, that's great. If the Nets are healthy, forget about it.
I mean, on the fly, they have to make it happen. It still has to be done.
And that's the if that we have to take serious because of the past few years.
Right. Kevin, I mean, but
sideline guy, you got something to say? Not so fast, my friends. I would say, I think nobody lied about this trade. Everybody was sincere with Steve Nash saying we're not trading them, and then the Nets like we're not talking about trading, and James Harden saying I'm ready to get up out this joint. Everybody told the truth. And what happened was the Sixers gave them an offer they could not refuse, so they didn't refuse it. They gave James Harden for all them picks. Now, James Harden was very, very important to what the next Nets already have because they need that scoring. Now, getting back Seth will help, but what James Harden did was create and score. Seth's not that. Now, Ben Simmons can create, but he can't shoot. So now you already have it set up where all I need to do is, sounds crazy, hold KD, let him score, be over there, let Kyrie do his thing, and then make everybody else beat us. Because Seth Curry, all you got to do is just chase him around and put a hand up in his face because he's about as tall as I am.
Mm-hmm.
And you also got what's my man from the Spurs? He's about the same thing, same deal, same height, everything. LaMarcus Aldridge got a heart condition. Blake Griffin is washed. So now KD and Kyrie can score 40 apiece. That's 80 points. All I got to do is score like 90 and we win. That's it. So I'm glad everybody's excited about Ben Simmons. That's been playing pickup ball in Philly for the last 3 months.
I'm just
like
going to do it
come out
myself.
and
I'm going
just
to do it
be
myself.
dominant all of a sudden. Also,
yes. What do you mean? The last time we saw him on the court, except for one shot, he was dominant the entire year. Like, you acting like he's not a playmaker.
And in the playoffs, he couldn't hit a layup. So no.
And now they're not going to ask him to make a layup. The Sixers were built. They needed his scoring.
Mortgage their whole future on an old ass James Harden. That was dumb as hell. But Morey, I don't know what Morey got with him. I don't know what's going on with them. I guess they invested in each other. I don't know if he's got something set up with, on James Harden's payroll or something, like he gets some kickback or something, but I don't know why he gave up all of that to get the Sixers not going to get any better. It's exactly what the Sixers need, but they gave up too much to get there. So now they already mortgaged their next, was it first round pick for like 23 for next season and then like 27. So it's not that bad.
What's like that? Or it's gap years? Oh, it's not back to back.
No, it's not back to back. But still, you know what I'm saying? James Harden old as hell. What basketball old as hell? Right. Like what, 30, 36, 30, 35, 30 something?
Oh no.
Damn.
Something like that?
30.
James Harden?
He's not 36. He might be 33.
Look like it.
So Ben Simmons average at least 7 assists every year.
32.
Yeah, 30.
Basketball.
Ben Simmons has averaged 7 assists every year he's played. So I think we can say he can handle the playmaking because it's not like Kyrie's not going to play make or KD's not going to play make. Like,
I think he's going to say scoring. The scoring will be the difference.
Scoring.
That's what Seth is there for. So they got two players to do what one player.
He said if you shut down Seth,
you let Kyrie and KD score and make everybody else beat us. Seth is not going to beat nobody.
And what I'm saying is playmaking to go get open shots. Like the assists are not coming.
I'm gonna let Ben Simmons go right to the basket because I know he's gonna pass it to somebody else.
He said he's checking all the outlets that Ben Simmons would pass to outside of KD and Kyrie is gonna be locked down. That's what Steve was saying.
Yeah, they gonna score.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
I think it's just a wonderful. No, I'm not gonna go that far. Never mind. Continue without me.
Report just came out or just came across my thing. The Lakers nixed the Russ John Wall deal over a first round pick.
They won't give up that pick.
I don't necessarily blame him.
Yeah. I got a question. I think it's gonna, jumpstart Russ. Like, you know what I'm saying? Look, man.
It's not Russ.
But see, Russ ain't never turned off.
I don't think it's Russ. I think it's everybody else. And I think it will jumpstart everybody else because, like, Russ knew he probably wasn't going to get moved. Which means if we talk about trades with the Lakers, everybody else, as we've seen with the Lakers, like over previous years, don't handle trade rumors really well. And so I think all those other players is in the fall because shit, am I about to get traded? Shit, am I about to get traded? Shit, am I gonna have to be included with a deal for us? Nope, nobody's going nowhere. This is what the fuck we got. Play better. That's what it is now.
I don't think anybody was scared of getting traded because nobody wanted them. It would only been I mean,
you still don't know though, Lou.
You still don't know.
I'm saying, like, if you live like if I live in LA with a comfort life, I'm living in Hollywood life playing basketball. I ain't trying to get it up. I can see how you be, Lou. Yeah.
And there was rumors that
realistic.
But
Nobody wanted it.
There was rumors that Taylor Horton Tucker was about to get traded. Like, no, just because like
and nobody wanted Russ last year.
Exactly. And somehow he found a way to make his way to Washington.
Outside of LeBron and AD, everybody's expendable. So I don't know why they thinking like, but nobody. I'm comfortable.
That's what I'm.
You're expendable.
I think AD might be expendable now.
Like what were we going to
not
bring
this
back?
season? Not this season.
What were we going?
LeBron's his agent.
Okay.
They ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, next season. There's if it goes like if it crashes and burns like really bad, all them niggas go.
But he's playing well. He's not.
I get it, Alphonse. I get it, but maybe LeBron will play something differently. That's all.
He's playing well until he's on the training table again.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but that's not,
So this is right. This right here is why I turn my nose back. Just skip to the playoffs because that you put them in the playoffs, then it's a different team. No, they got to go through it and they got to fight to get in, and we see that they're not a well-constructed team. They're not built for the regular.
Will you concede to the point that at least we can skip to the week before the trade deadline?
No. If anything, I say maybe cut the season down, maybe 15 games, maybe something like that. But
65.
You still have to have
250.
You have to be.
Yeah, I watch.
Oh, man,
you gotta play each team at least twice.
They gonna come up more games, man.
You play the playoffs twice.
Yeah. You cut the regular season to 65. You throw in the postseason tournament. You throw in the midseason tournament, and that's where you make your money.
Like real, I mean, let's well,
the tournament. You might well just play the game.
No one cares about the regular season. That's the problem they have. So something has to be done because no one cares about.
This is where the NBA makes its money, though.
Blame the 04.
That's the point. The games that's played, they buy the tickets. This is when you make the money.
Got to get the gate.
That's why baseball is 175 games because that's how they make their money. And everybody, and they own the stadiums and they come to the games.
In terms of national fucking talk, no one gives a shit about baseball.
Yeah, but they pay their players way more than everybody else because they get more money.
Do they? Because they lock their players out. Their players are locked out right now.
But they're gonna get back to getting paid though. Like, it's not
that's the thing of the lockout. Like maybe they go back to being played. We talking about baseball. They once canceled the World Series. I don't put shit past.
Yeah, but they kept playing games. Like I mean, the reason they pay it's the biggest racket. It's the biggest.
They sat out a whole season, Dre. They didn't play a whole season.
No, what I'm saying, and then they kept on playing later on. And eventually, they got back to playing baseball.
Yeah, because there's never been a strike that didn't end. And period.
Fair and contest. That's all. We're
gonna
get the money.
That's what I'm
saying. It ends like it's kind of like duh. That's how we know it's a strike. Like every strike ends. There's not a strike where it's like. But what I'm saying is to say that it can't go a year is like, all right, we shrug it off. Like you think baseball could afford to go not playing an entire year again?
Wait. Yes, that's what I'm trying to focus. Like, how long has baseball been around?
Over 100 years, damn near.
Real quick, Vance, how does interest work? This is money on money, brother. Like they got money. Like
no, it's not money on money. Do you know how they got popular after the last time they had a strike? Steroids. That's how they got popular again. And so now they're going.
So you talking about popular? I'm talking about making money.
Yeah, like and plus,
they got a demographic that they target that have money.
No,
that's not popular to us.
They got steroids and they got money because the television contracts came back because of steroids.
Yes, that's popular.
Steroids to get the new generation of money.
Yes, popular.
Yeah.
Talking about
they
money.
Go sit out a year. They're not
all right. There because they still gonna get the gate. People still gonna go to the game.
They still gonna go to the game.
Not if there are no games.
People that don't even like baseball go to baseball games.
Come back.
White folks go to get drunk
when the games come back. I get you on the TV money. Yeah, they just want to pad their pockets even more. But people gonna go back to the games. People gonna go to the games. You're gonna get the games. Like that's not going. That's going to happen.
All right.
But on the gas company, we used to take off half a day to go to the games. Every game, half a day. They would go to the game and watch the game. The whole office would close. I wouldn't even go to the game. I'd just go home. They closed the office to go to the game. They didn't care about baseball. They wanted to go to the game. Trust me.
Yeah.
We don't do that. We don't like that. It's not us.
Right.
It's not marketed to us at all. They gonna need that money though.
Yeah.
People want to go.
It's old money. It's an old money sport, bro. Like,
that's what people like to go sit out there and drink their beer, hot dogs.
It's
They
every
only
man.
watch the game. That's how they get hit with the baseballs and shit. They be over there talking to each other, and the foul ball come hit somebody upside the head because they ain't even watching the game. They just enjoying
It's the
themselves.
common man's golf. It's the common
Yeah.
man's golf.
Yeah, they did.
Right.
Yeah, it is.
Baseball.
It's common man's golf.
My first baseball game.
Say it, Lou.
I said my first baseball game. I saw what the allure was of going to the baseball game. Just like, yeah, we just out here, just
Yeah.
doing the break.
Yeah.
Game going on. Okay, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Every so often,
7 minutes
something
stretch,
happen,
the
hit the
motherfucker
ball,
just chilling.
really far, like,
Yeah.
oh.
Man, okay.
It's insane and shit. Yeah. It's an event. It replaced. Never mind. See, I gotta. Nope. It did replace lynching. It replaces lynching, so that's cool.
It does.
That's what I'm saying.
It's the same crowd.
It's the same crowd.
Same crowd.
Same crowd.
Good old boys having a picnic.
It is. You know what I'm saying?
Go to Trump rally right after that.
Oh, before. Oh, they went to church first. I'm like, church game rally.
So yeah, other than that, there was a flurry of other moves. The Washington Wizards picks up Kristaps Porzingis. CJ McCollum went from Portland to New Orleans for Josh Hart and some other players. Yeah, I mean, I guess this is just normal moves to make. I don't really know what Portland's doing.
Loading up.
Are they waiting for somebody else to come in the summer or something?
I think they're gonna go after DeAndre Ayton.
That makes sense.
That makes the most sense. Nurkic is a free agent. They cleared the book so they can throw some money at somebody to pair with Dame. And then they still got Anthony Simons on his rookie deal. So it's just kind of like, and he's coming on. So it's just like, yeah, we get somebody with Dame, Simons can score some buckets, and then we just get ancillary pieces around them. And hopefully we can get back to the Western Conference Finals or something like that before Dame is out of his prime. But I never thought they were going to trade Dame. I never thought that was going to be even a possibility.
I mean, if Philly had offered 2 firsts and Ben Simmons, you don't think they listened? I think they listened.
Listen,
Dame Morey's guy. He ain't giving that up.
Yeah,
well, after
early
last offseason, like, yeah, maybe. But as the season started, I didn't think that he was going to be traded in season this year.
No, I get that.
But yeah, I gotta look at that free agent list. It's just when I looked at the list, that was the biggest name that stood out to me that made the most sense. If things go bad in Phoenix, that's the one caveat to it. So,
But how bad guys?
Go ahead.
If they don't want to pay them, if they play those games again, then like and Portland just comes with just maxes them out. If they win the championship, I think they're not going to pay him. I don't think they're going to pay. I don't think they're going to pay. Because Chris Paul is he's still under contract for what, another 2 years?
So he's like 45 or some shit.
and $40 million a year. They just paid Mikal Bridges. Booker just signed an extension not too long ago.
A couple years ago, I think.
Yeah, 2 years ago, I think.
He's going to be looking to get extended in the next couple of years. They're just not going to have enough money for Ayton if somebody comes and just maxes him out completely. So
that's what I was going to say. So the Phoenix Suns, the team that he's been with, doesn't want to max him out. So if Portland wants to max him out and he goes, to me, that's saying that's not enough for Portland to overcome whatever else. Now, it's going to take the Suns down a notch, but I don't think that's going to be enough for them to even compete for the title. Aiden and Dame.
Simons, and they got to find some,
Yeah, but and who else?
I mean, Phoenix just went to the finals with Booker and Chris Paul.
They're gonna be
their
bad.
Now, I think Steve, are you speaking from the Blazers perspective or the Suns perspective?
From the Blazers. Well, he's asking for the Blazers if they have Dame and Ayton. And I'm saying the Suns are looking at their team and thinking they just went to the finals with Chris Paul and Devin Booker.
So that's what I'm saying.
Not Ayton, not
Chris
two
Paul
people.
And Devin Booker is Dame. Those are two people into one. So how is that going to help Portland?
I'm saying
how's
they're
that
thinking
going to advance Portland to pass? Like, I guess the Suns lose Ayton. That's cool. But how's that going to pass everybody else in the West? Like, that's not a big enough an improvement for me in my mind.
Yeah, I get it.
Sell everybody else.
They're looking at it as
if you kept McCollum and then got Ayton, okay.
They don't
because
got the
then
money.
that's like just like the Suns. You got Dame.
You don't got the money.
McCollum,
that's what I'm saying.
Books. They had to get, but they believe it. They believe in Simons that much.
And in their eyes, we got to the finals with Dame and CJ McCollum. Like they think that they could get to the conference finals with Dame and Ayton running the pick and roll. They say Dame has never had somebody who can set the screen and roll. Like, so I don't necessarily agree, but that's what they're trying.
Before Nurkic broke his leg too, that was another thing. Nurkic was pretty good. He was better than what he is now. I think that would hurt them more than anything. Him as their third piece, he didn't come back from the broken leg as good as he was before he broke his leg. So I think Dame, and we're hoping for Ayton, and then Simon. That I think they're betting Simons in the next 1 or 2 years takes another leap and can be a legitimate second option, third option on a Western Conference.
So that's my second thing. So Dame is not CP3. So if you say Simons is going to be Booker, Dame isn't CP3. Like, he's not a facilitator like that. He's a scorer. True. So now you got two scorers and Ayton, rather than a facilitator, a scorer and Ayton.
I mean,
unless they thinking Dame is going to turn into more of a passer than a scorer, which that takes the value out of Dame.
I mean, well, personally, I never saw much value in shooting logo threes. Like,
if they go in, it works.
Yeah, I know.
He can facilitate though. I mean, but he can. You know, it takes for him to change his game a little bit, but I think he can do it. So, you know,
they don't play defense.
They can
play defense.
Look, that's my problem with him and Simons. Simons, while he's 6'5"-ish, 6'4", 6'5", but he's small, he's slender, and then Dame is all right. You know what I mean? So it's kind of
play the defense. So
look, y'all know me. It's better than what they was trying out there before, trying to win with two guards under 6 feet. So you know what?
McCollum wasn't on 6 feet, man.
McCollum's a good 6'3".
Oh, my apologies. Okay.
6'3". Because he's taller than Dame. He's definitely taller than Dame.
Okay. My apologies. I really thought that was the smallest backcourt.
No, they were small.
Yeah, they were small.
but it was just scoring was their strong. They were some scores, you know.
So,
but
they old, man.
Come back with some relative health. I think New Orleans can be good too. Honestly,
man, I was just about to go there. Zion still ain't signing there.
Yeah,
he still ain't resigning. He's not resigning in New Orleans.
I think New Orleans. I'm glad New Orleans is trying though. They trying something.
That's cool, but he is done. I think his camp believe he's not gonna be able to stay in shape there.
Like he gonna stay in shape nowhere. He just ain't gonna stay in shape, bro. It's just gonna be a big
the
ass
food,
dude,
man. The food. They like, nah, we got to get you up out of here, bro. Like we can't be around you 24/7, and we understand the food is good as hell. Like the original Popeyes down there, ain't it? Like, I mean,
the original.
Man, there's so many holes in the walls.
It's better than most places, but
Everything
the food's still good wherever you go, man. Still good.
Yeah, you go throw a rock, hit somebody for getting good food.
Every NBA city you gonna find some good food.
Well, not like New Orleans though.
I'm about to say, man.
I'm saying
It's like
it's
New
not
Orleans,
gonna be as good, but he's still gonna eat.
I got you.
He's still gonna eat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, no,
But you could.
if I can go give me a po' boy at 2:30 in the morning,
right,
from a place I ain't never heard before, and I'm like, oh, okay, it just popped up on my Grubhub. It's no random shit. Like I went back twice. It was a random ass spot. It was random.
She was good too, honey.
It's delicious, boy. Delicious. I went back, came back.
So good.
That shrimp. Yeah, that's too fake. It is like called, I don't know, Mama's Chicken Kitchen on the corner. It's too plentiful. It's bountiful. It don't make no sense. Like you go to the Popeyes and they got like fried donuts with chocolate. Like they ain't got this up no, like and it's just. So,
yeah, we know.
It's hard.
We know.
It's hard.
It's not like he could like blend in. Like he's fucking Zion Williamson. Like, yo, we got you. Taste this. Try this out. Let us know what you think.
That's true.
And food is, food good. Shit, food.
I saw when I was there, I saw David Wesley, and he couldn't even walk down the street without people harassing him.
Oh, man. Yeah. Food too damn.
Yeah, I don't think he resigns there. First number one draft pick not to resign with their team. But I think he makes that history. Yeah.
You talking about Zion?
Yeah.
Be the first
number one draft pick. Because your first deal is 5 years, you resign after 4. Okay. Yeah, you resign after 4. And so number one pick.
Yeah.
You resign, and then that's when it starts your extension, your clock. You can either resign your 4-year extension or do like LeBron did and start your 3-year and start doing that. I don't think he's going to sign the extension. So he's going to play 5 years in New Orleans and be an unrestricted free agent and go wherever he wants.
You know, did they trade him after that non-extension?
Yeah, they probably trade him. But where he going to go, though? Like, to that doesn't have food. You know what I'm saying? Like, where he gonna go?
All right. So we come to DC. Yes, he has food.
That's what I'm saying.
But
you go to New York, it's gonna be the same thing.
But it ain't like New York, like New Orleans. Like
he's still gonna eat. He's still gonna eat.
But look,
San Antonio.
You still got DoorDash. He's still
go San Antonio.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
you get sick
he gonna find the po' boy place in DC. Be like,
it ain't gonna be open though.
All right, so put it like right.
No, but look, he's Zion. So shit, like 2:00 in the morning, it's closed. You call the owner, like, yo, can I get that po' boy? You know what I'm saying? Whatever the price, I don't care.
Worst case scenario, he's gonna have his personal chef. He's gonna have somebody at the crib.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
and I bet you
I don't understand I understand what you're saying, but I don't see how the place is gonna make a difference. Like,
because he wasn't doing this at Duke.
I think he was doing it, dude, because he wasn't like
slim.
Skinny. Yeah, he wasn't skinny.
There's North
When the
Carolina.
last time you seen the live
was
picture?
breaking the shoes.
Here we go.
He was breaking the shoes.
When the last time you seen the live picture of Zion?
The picture that everybody been showing was
the Teletubby outfit.
No. I'm not talking about no picture. When was the last time you seen him in public live? That ain't by accident.
I seen him at the game with Houston. He's not that big. They just played the other day.
Okay.
He's not that big.
That's why I asked.
He's not that big.
All right, that's why I asked.
Dude.
That's why I asked.
He's not like 350.
He ain't been popping up on screens, and so I'm thinking like they might be trying to hurt him because he out here looking like a linebacker. Like can't have you around the Rams. They may be like, hey man, how you get off the practice squad? Practice 2:00. What you doing out here? What you hanging with the basketball players for?
But whatever his injury was, he wasn't, it wasn't helping because it was like he couldn't run or something, whatever.
Yeah, he can't run. It's a foot injury. So like,
so he's like swimming and doing a bicycle.
You gotta put down the bag of Doritos too, though. Can't
I
be on
don't
the
think
couch.
it's Doritos, my man. It's shrimp and grits, man.
It's all of that,
grits.
though. It's all of that,
shit.
though.
If you use Doritos is dipped with shrimp.
He's just a big dude, man.
He said
Like,
the Doritos is dipped in
Getting beignets to start the day.
He play ball like Oliver Miller. Like, shout out to Oliver Miller, Arkansas Razorback legend. You'll be fat and play basketball. You know what I'm saying? Just get out there, roll around a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
He need to get Chad Ocho.
Now you the number one pick.
All right, man. I'm sorry. You brought up Oliver Miller. Did you see that special they did on him when he was talking about like he'd be like eating a salad like when at the team meal, but then Barkley would be like, "Look, man, we saw the extra large pizza box outside your hotel room. Like you ain't fooling nobody." Or he would like. He said he would pack like 8 peanut butter jelly sandwiches in his luggage.
I've heard that. Yeah, he love peanut butter jelly shit. Yeah,
I think Corliss said that. I think Corliss said he like peanut butter jelly. You eat a whole bunch of damn peanut butter jelly sandwiches all the damn time.
Damn, how many seasons he played in the league?
He played him for a minute.
Yeah, he was in the league,
but he wasn't. He was in the league, but he didn't play a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like he flourished with
Phoenix.
He flourished in Phoenix.
I remember in Phoenix.
But then after that,
but that was like 4 years, 2-3 years, something like that. But then after that, he sat the bench like the Kings.
Like he went to the Kings, and then that's when the Phoenix Sun Gorilla had on the fat suit.
Yeah, who you talking about?
He got real mad. He got real mad. I was like, man,
it's still alive.
I don't think so.
Man, come on. What?
I said RP at the beginning of this.
You did say that.
He didn't die. He's not dead.
I didn't hear who we were talking about.
Sure did.
I just assumed that it was Oliver Miller when we talk about fat guys and things. So my bad,
man.
My bad.
I mean, he ain't the only one. We got Hot Plate Williams.
I gotta look. I forget you, man.
But he did pass away, though, right?
Stanley Roberts.
I thought so.
I think
he's still alive.
Thank you.
Say,
I knew.
come on, man.
51.
I'm trying to put people in the grave, man. Come on, man.
You can't just be
It's
killing
been
fat
a long
people.
pandemic. Lou, you ain't the only one. It ain't by yourself.
My bad. My bad.
But you like 400 right here.
The pinstripes ain't.
What school did he
Those
went
are
to?
not thin.
Oh my goodness, he was a Razorback, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He played with Todd Day in there, right?
Yeah.
Was he on that team?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oliver Miller. That's my man. That's my man.
You just
all the
killed
way.
51-year-old Oliver Miller.
Why y'all R.I.P. in this shit?
My bad. I apologize.
I just thought he was. My bad.
You know
I
what
just
kind
wanted
of
to cover our bases.
kind of
just in
parade
case.
he would have in Arkansas?
Wait,
I would have known. That brother's alive and well.
Texas too,
Somewhere.
right?
500 pounds.
He's alive, brother. You say that.
Okay.
All right, my bad. Oliver.
See, he might be like 200 right now. Y'all hating on him.
Yeah.
He might be
So
vegan and everything.
Wait a minute. He didn't play. He played in 99. He played in 99 in Phoenix and came back 4 years later and played in Minnesota.
Yeah, dude, I told you. We said he played a lot, dog. He was
I didn't know
long time.
I didn't know he took 4 years off.
I mean, he kept playing.
Heavy.
No, he was playing in other leagues.
Okay.
Yeah, he was playing in China and Gary.
Okay.
Shout out to Oliver Miller.
Right?
Mhm.
He's played from 92 to 2010 in some form of fact.
I'm on his Twitter page.
He got
He ain't
arrested
said nothing
for pistol
since 2020.
at a barbecue.
Terminated.
That sounds about right.
I didn't know he
Yeah.
played for Detroit or Toronto or Dallas.
And then he got arrested for possession of handgun. And this is all local, like Anne Arundel County. This is in Maryland now. Anyway.
Word?
Yeah, I'm learning on Wikipedia, so I don't know.
He down
Shout out to the Big O. The Big O. Back in 92, everybody like, Big O.
How you end up in Maryland?
I'm not sure if he's still here. He was back in early 2010.
Came and get some of that chocolate city.
Yeah, he slimmed down a little bit. Yeah, he slimmed down a little bit.
Ain't number Mike
That's
McDaniels
not
now.
Slim down a little bit. He ain't 400. Shout out. That's 2016 though, but you know.
Kendrick Perkins getting big.
Yeah.
Eating good.
Selling them dogs.
He down here in Houston.
Oh yeah, Houston.
He breed them what the French bulldogs.
Oh yeah.
Is he from there, Steve?
He from Houston. He not
Pulled
from
off,
Houston.
ain't he?
Well, not from Houston, from Texas.
But he's from Texas. Okay.
Thought he's from PA.
I thought he went to high school in Houston.
Yeah, yes, to both of y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
You know, Port Arthur ain't but like 30 minutes or so away from here. So you one of the best players. You know you can
Come out.
you can move around in high school and play for a different team.
Port Arthur is west of Houston or east of Houston?
East is like in between here, and Louisiana.
In like Baton Rouge. Yeah.
Not Baton Rouge, but Louisiana. Yeah.
Louisiana.
Close to the water.
Ooh, man.
Closer.
Closer.
Well, no. It's just east, man. Just east. It's east of I-10. You go I-10. Head into New Orleans.
Yeah. We're gonna pick up.
You hit Beaumont, Port Arthur, home of UGK.
We gonna smoke. We gonna drink.
You know, you got another 2 hours to go. But you going there.
Lay down on the floor.
Oh shit. That's
Beaumont's a big city, but Port Arthur is
no limit, Mo. Well, that's all right.
It's the black town.
That fucking album, that album dropped, boy. I'll play that shit. I was dropping everybody. In my imagination.
Yeah. So I mean, we could circle back real quick to talk about the Steve, you brought up Arkansas. They knocked off the number one team in the nation.
I can't get enough of that video, man.
The Auburn Tigers. And so
they got it from every angle.
Again, I don't know why dude was so mad. They just beat you in overtime. Get over it. Like
he was trying to stop that dunk.
He
wasn't tall enough. He wasn't
upset about the last minute score. And then the point that you turn around and you put your nuts in my face.
Yep.
Only made it worse.
I tell you.
You're bad for running. You're bad for running up.
Yeah, you ran up under him.
You're bad.
You right. You are right.
That's your problem.
That doesn't mean that the human body won't still be even more incensed.
He was like about to like fight him, but then it was like a whole bunch of white folks ran on the court. Like,
I saw that like this ain't gonna go well.
That's what snapped him out of it. Like, oh, wait a minute, that's right.
Yeah, he might have got stumped out.
That white folks running on the court. Wait a minute.
Luka went for 51 tonight.
Luka went for 51.
You can't.
He was clowning.
Can't go back and forth. Like we're going to college, you gotta hit college a little bit, and then we come back to the NBA. You can't just go to college for 2 seconds and then come back and Luka dropped 50.
Man,
now we gotta talk about Luka. Let's talk about Luka and getting Dinwiddie from the Wiz. How that's gonna make them better now. Can we talk about that?
The Wiz traded him too?
Look at him.
Porzingis.
I actually just
I ain't got to hear how me and him look alike so much now no more because he's not gonna be on local TV. But yeah, I mean, does it make the Mavericks that much better? I think they got redundant because they could have just got the same thing from Tim Hardaway Jr. I think re-sign them in the offseason, but I mean it makes sense that now you have somebody you can put the ball in their hand when Luka goes to the bench because you didn't have that. So you get a shooter, but Bertans' contract. I mean, it was like we didn't talk about the Wizards that trade. Tim Legler say, "Oh yeah, well we see why." From the Wizards slant first, we see why Porzingis is called the unicorn. He has the skill for it, but he also. We don't see enough of them. So, I mean, it's like...
Why you trade for him?
Just like unicorns, we hardly ever see them. So,
why you trade for
the
him?
Wizards...
Why they trade?
Because apparently they had to get Dinwiddie out of there. Apparently.
They had Dinwiddie and Bill couldn't play together, and Bertans... I mean, they traded a bad contract, for another bad contract, maybe, depending on, I mean, but they got rid of Dinwiddie. They got Dinwiddie off the book. So I guess he just wasn't going to work here for whatever reason. Still don't know what Brad's going to do.
Let's talk about the reasons. What's the reason?
Why he wasn't going to work there?
Yeah.
Brad Beal needs the ball in his hand too much. Dinwiddie needs the ball in his hand. They didn't learn how to play together. Dinwiddie deferred to Brad too much. And he can't really play off the ball, Dinwiddie. He's not really a spot-up shooter. He has to get into his rhythm. He got to dance. Yeah, and then he wasn't 100% healthy. I mean, he's not back from his ACL. So it's kind of like he can't take the ball to the rack. He just doesn't have his burst. And he got to have the ball in his hand. So
I don't think he'll get much burn in Dallas.
But Bill's out right now. You know what I'm saying? So let him ball, get himself together.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't think the rest of the team wanted him there either.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I need to talk about that. Talk about that. What was that?
It's a weird locker room. I was watching. I was watching. I don't even think it's that because they said I forgot what I was watching. Actually, no, it was the group of 4 women talking about the Wizards.
The View.
Wait, that's the name of this podcast?
Whoopi was talking about the Wizards.
Shout out to Whoopi.
Y'all need to slow down.
No, y'all chilling. Y'all doing too much.
Get Whoopi off suspension.
Free Whoopi. 4 women to talk about the Washington Wizards basketball team. They have a podcast. No,
it's a podcast.
It's a podcast, but I saw the clip on Twitter.
I have no idea.
Yeah, and they connected. They plugged into, so it's not like they just doing it for the fans. Like
this Janae and them.
Wait a minute, this one ESPN.
Who are the ladies?
I don't know. One of them is 3 black women and 1 white woman.
Are they local?
Yeah, they're local.
Oh, I thought it was national.
No, this is local.
What is the lady's name?
When it comes up again, I will put it in.
Is it since she sometimes does the Wizards the Wizards broadcast?
I'm not sure, but probably.
Anyway, what would they say? My bad.
That first of all, it's a weirdness of the team, on the team, just around the team, and they said that to them it started Thanksgiving when apparently they was giving up a lead and Wes Unseld Jr. lit into the team. Like they said, ever since then it's been like a weird type of vibe around the team, and so I wonder if like that played a role in like getting some of these people up out of there. Cause like Bradley Beal is hurt. Like, what are we really doing here? Like, he's done for the season. So what is the goals for this season now? He's done for it. So what are we doing? Like, is Porzingis coming back next year? Now we got Brad and Porzingis. Like, I don't. So to me, it just seems like that was a move. Like these moves were made to just sage the motherfucking locker room, get all this shit out of here, and like just do this shit and play this season out, and we'll see. Get the young boys playing like the Denny dude tonight showed out against the Nets.
It was pretty good.
So just let them get it, but like clear the air, get some of these old heads who will take these shots. Get Porzingis in here. Like, fine, you can shoot a bunch of shots. Bill in here, so we need somebody to be the main guy. But like, make no mistake, like you can have some tendonitis in your knees too.
I don't think he's the main guy with Bill out.
Yeah, no, I mean they just need somebody. I think they need to make the salaries. Yeah, I think it's Kuzma. He has first triple-double tonight as well.
I think this is coming to Washington. He's making the best out of that deal. But my thing with Dinwiddie, I think when he said he tried to be a leader in the locker room, but like the guys that are in the locker room, like, what have you done? You haven't done anything more than we've done. Like, I don't think Brad probably was like, yeah, whatever. But like KCP and Kuzma, like, we NBA champions. Like, we don't gotta listen to you. Montrezl Harrell, I'm not listening to you neither. And then it's just like, okay, the young guys, but the young guys are gonna follow behind whoever they're gonna follow behind. It's just like, and then Ray probably just like, he just seemed, he one of those LA guys and just like, man, all right, y'all don't want to fuck it. You know, I'm just too cool for school. Just okay. I'm just gonna do my thing, and that's just what it is. I ain't
Do you
fucking
think
with y'all
before he got
with.
there was a leader on the team?
Hmm?
Before he got there, was there, like when he walks in the locker room, does he see a leader on the team? Do you see a leader in that locker room before he got there?
I don't think Bradley Beal's like that.
Brad Bills, yeah, he probably like a quiet leader. Yeah.
So I'm saying, like, I don't. That's why when you were saying if people compare their resumes, I don't think it's more a resume thing. It's kind of like somebody got to lead us, and I'm stepping up. So you know what I'm saying? That's just who I am.
But all of them kind of got there at the same time, so I think that probably played into it too. With the Washington Lakers coming over, it's just kind of like,
why you the leader? We just left LeBron.
No,
I'm about to listen to you.
Left LeBron.
Well, I'm saying, like, if I'm in the locker room, it's like if no one's leading, you know.
Yeah, that's
I get that too.
Yeah, I get it from Dinwiddie's side, but I also get it from those people who just left the Lakers. Like, bro, we got a ring listening to somebody else, and like,
so that's coaching. Like,
it
coach,
falls back on Arshel Jr. And this being his first coaching job, he probably dropped the ball in the beginning and not picking, maybe assuming that Bradley Beal was going to do it, and Brad's really not that kind of guy. And it's just like, yeah.
They should have traded for Westbrook, get him back.
Mm-hmm.
He would have been a leader, though.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, and that was the thing.
True.
Yeah. Westbrook, he just has that personality. He's going to come in. I mean, you can see it when he got to town last year. I mean, the young guys just were drawn to him. Like, he really took Denny under his wing a lot last year. Like, I think that's going to help Denny going forward a lot. Cause I think I liked him when they draft a lot of people like, I'm like, nah, he's good. You know, it's going to be like one of those Kyle Kuzma things because he can play a role, but then when you see when he gets a chance, he can actually play basketball. So
when he gonna get a chance though?
I mean, he got a chance
tonight.
Tonight, you know what I'm saying?
I think he threw up like 30.
His thing is his confidence offensively, but he came into this season and was like, I'm not going to be a scorer. I don't really need to on this team. And he was playing good defensively. Like, he really started the season off like really good defense. He had a game against Giannis where he really bothered Giannis. Giannis scored like 20-some points, but he worked for all 20 of those points. So, I mean, it's just, the Wizards just got a lot of the same pieces. That's why the Montrezl Harrell trade was like, okay, they kind of, and then getting Bertans out of there kind of cleared up a little bit of a log jam, but now they kind of got a log jam at center. So, I mean,
oh yeah, they do got a log jam at center, but not really.
I mean, they had a log jam at center. I mean, they just replaced Montrezl Harrell with Porzingis.
But
they got rid of Bertans.
Porzingis don't want to play in the paint.
A center though,
and he's not. Yeah. He's really not a center.
So actually, they don't really have a log jam because, like, if he don't have to play in the paint, then he'll be all right, and he could just stand out there and shoot threes.
Bertans.
Yeah,
guard though.
I don't think the Wizards' strategy going forward is like to be a defensive stopping team. I think they just because, like, I mean, who
that's what they brought Unsay on there for. He's a defensive coach, though. That's the thing. It's like,
yeah, but when your main player is hurt, like, kind of just.
Are you talking about going forward this season?
Yeah, this season.
Yeah, they just playing
the string out. Yeah, they go regroup at the off season, see what they can get, and then going forward. But like this season is just like, let's just give Denny some run, let Kuzma keep cooking. Caldwell Pope, you could try to play yourself onto a new contract for next year. Yeah. Get the young centers out there.
See what Brad does. That's this shit. I mean, just like everything else, still hands on what Brad decides to do. And then even if he does stay. If the Wizards give him a whole bunch of money.
Do you think they told him they were not going to trade him and thus he got the surgery? Or do you think they told him they were trading him and he got the surgery. Okay, I see Steve's answer. Because that was pretty odd timing.
Right? He said he wanted to stay.
I mean, he said that before, but then recently he's been saying
he's
kind of like,
waffling.
I don't know.
Yeah, but you know,
I mean,
especially if you like got a house and shit, you know, kind of lined up, and you're like, man, I'm hurt. I could go ahead and get this surgery and chill for another year or so, get my stuff lined up so I can move. Or I can go ahead and move right now and then go to another team and then need the surgery. You see what I'm saying? So I think he was like, man, let me just get it right now so I can chill for a minute.
I think he lost some money this year.
Yeah, he did.
Because but he was playing. I mean, he was playing like shit. You can't give him the ball in the fourth quarter. Like the turnovers that he has had this year, when it's like go get a bucket, Brad, he just makes like some of the dumbest passes, some of the most unexplainable just dribbling gaps. It's
That's
like,
what playing with Westbrook.
What are you doing?
That's for playing with Westbrook. He seen it from Westbrook last year. He's like, yeah, that's what I'm supposed to do. Yeah, let me bounce it off of somebody else's foot.
This nigga be bouncing off his own goddamn foot. Like, what are you doing, Brad? What the fuck? Like he regressed this year. Like I really was talking about him as a top 15 player last year. Like, bro, you playing like some shit.
Feelings, huh? You hurt your feelings.
Yes, he did. He did actually.
Steve
Yes.
is just needling the shit out of this.
Right.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah. I don't know.
Are we shocked that Boston didn't make a trade? I mean, a major impact trade. Didn't they trade Schroeder somewhere? Schroeder to Houston. Schroeder and Mr. Ennis Freedom.
They got Daniel Thesis back.
He was included in that deal.
I saw Freedom. I'm like, I don't even know who that guy was. And then,
like Ennis Freedom. I'm like, who the fuck is Ennis Freedom?
He did change his name. Oh yeah.
Who the fuck is Ennis Freedom?
Who changed his name?
Ennis Cantor. Change it to Freedom.
But Houston cut him.
Acquired from Boston, Ennis Freedom. Who the fuck
I thought they, but I why would Houston make? I mean, they got Daniel Dice, but why would Houston trade for Schroeder if they're not even gonna play John Wall?
We're not trying to win. We're trying to get picks and shit. You know? Get some stuff off the cap so we can make some supplemental moves down the line.
I guess so, yeah, because he is on a 1-year deal. Yeah. That's why I thought he was gonna get bought out. Yeah. I still think he might get bought out.
They released him.
Yeah.
They released Schroeder?
Oh no, Schroeder.
They released
they might as well though.
Yeah, Freedom. That's what I thought. Because I didn't even see, like I say, I didn't even know Ennis Cantor was even in the deal at first. It was just like they traded for Schroeder and Wade Freedom. I don't remember nobody named Freedom. What the fuck?
Now you want to dunk on Giannis Aiden. Now you want to dunk on him. Sorry, I got the game on.
Okay, can we talk? Can we do pop news? Can we do what's going on? Can we talk about the young lady with the pink pants on?
Pants.
Miss Carter? Miss Carter? Is that
get Greasy? Greasy sitting up on that one. I see Greasy. Greasy, can you speak on it for a minute, Greasy?
I mean, like, if that was the dude's attempt at flirting.
Yeah, definitely is a grown woman. Yes, she is.
But like, as Karan Butler and his wife said, like, it's breast cancer month. No, it wasn't.
He just didn't know. He wanted to say, "Hey, y'all, look at this." But
hold on, who was this that we talking about?
Some nigga named Wayne.
Oh, okay. No. The other guy,
the original poster.
The original poster. I wasn't sure at first. I'm like, Fox couldn't have been talking about Karan.
No.
Not my man, C-Ron. No.
So Karan's post was actually his wife, right?
Right. Yeah. He said, "This is what my wife told me to say."
Yeah. No, his wife had the phone.
Complete phone.
Like, give me that phone. Yeah. Give me this phone.
Yeah,
I mean, she probably wanted to get no backlash talking about, oh, what you looking at her ass for? Da 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 da.
Right,
So,
right.
Right.
Or she wanted to use it on a bigger platform. Like, look, I got something.
That's true.
That's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
she got something to say. Both. She got something to say, and she didn't want Quran to say it. So she's like, yeah, let me get this. Let me get your phone.
Yep, there it is. It's off. Like, dude, just my thing is like when shit like that pop up, why it gotta pop up in our feed? Like, just say, yeah, all right, nigga, you lame, and then like it shouldn't. Like, I don't know who that guy was before yesterday. Like, is he in the NBA or was he like in the NBA circle?
Yeah, no, but so like,
who is he?
Who is the guy?
It's some poster. I don't know. Nobody knows. So yeah,
it's like Black Twitter. It's Black Twitter.
Yeah,
so
it was the Black Twitter dude.
Yeah,
it was a Black Twitter.
Like somebody on Black Twitter had a problem with what she was wearing.
Yes, he didn't really have time. He just grew up in the church and he didn't know how to express how he like Black.
Oh my God! I don't even think it was that. I think he was listening to Kevin Samuels and thought, this is the time for me to comment. No, Kevin Samuels, not church people.
Church people?
I said church people.
No,
Kevin Samuels.
I'm not talking about all church people greasy.
Come as you are.
All right, yes. The Lord loves everyone. But what I'm saying is, this cat definitely go to church. That's what I'm saying.
For the YouTubes, young lady, Sydney Carter, my 15 cousin.
Beautiful black woman.
Okay, is he going to church to play?
And then also, like the reason she was in the paint is because she was doing it for breast cancer awareness week. It's
breast cancer awareness.
And all them, never mind, that's too wrong. Sorry. All of those other coaches of the female woman gender, you know what I'm trying to say. They wear pants with that too. It just ain't no curves to it. So ain't nothing to talk about.
I mean, some dude got curves to it. I watched college.
I meant the ones that, the ones that was like coaching against Pat Summit back in the day. Them coaches. You know what I'm saying?
With the pantsuit.
The pantsuit chicks. Ladies. Okay. Sorry, I won't be so wrong. Anyway. I'm trying to use the right words.
Quick sidebar. So South Carolina coach, we're not gonna name him. I used to think she was fine back in the day.
Oh,
when she was balling?
Yeah, but now not so much.
I mean, what happens.
She's
life.
She's our age, right?
Yeah, but black don't crack.
She's a little bit older than us. Yeah, she's a little bit older than us.
Age like that,
Don't say it's 51.
She was on Martin.
Really?
Yeah.
51? Yeah, she's older than us, bro. Way older than us. Not way older.
I was like
junior high. What college did she go to?
She was breaking Martin, Cole, and Tommy's ankle.
No.
Don Staley went to. Did she go to?
She went to Virginia, didn't she?
UVA.
She went to
Don
UVA.
Staley didn't go to UConn. I thought she went to UVA. UVA.
She went to UVA. Yeah. I'm just
page.
thinking back to watching her play in college. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Because then she used to play against Trisha Penn. I still can't say that fucking name. But the Trisha P from Old Dominion. They used to have battles back in the day. Pincherino. I don't know. Let me stop. I'm fucking it up.
But yeah.
Future.
Excuse my side.
11 years older than us. I'm just trying to think how old I was watching her. She had to been like 18, 19, 20?
Yes, when she was in college, we were like junior high, middle school.
Yeah, she's 11 years older than us.
Yeah.
Hey man, we was watching.
If she was 21, then
she was hooping on Martin.
10, 11.
I'm just
trying to think of the time frame where I remember her playing basketball.
Yeah, that's middle school.
What jersey do you remember her in?
UVA. I remember her in college.
Oh, you remember
I definitely remember in college. They didn't win a championship. They got to like the final four. Yeah. I remember them playing in the Final Four.
3 Final Fours. Wait. Yeah, 3 Final Fours. And 1 national championship.
She did win a national championship.
No, 2. She took them 2 3 Final Fours and 1 national. And
to Fawn's point.
Early 90s.
That's not something I'm looking at no more.
What?
No
baby.
No more. I'm good.
Looking at what?
Don Staley.
Oh,
damn, we thought we were supposed to say it. My bad.
Yeah, I said it, but you wouldn't said the name so quickly. I was like, yeah,
is she not me?
I'm just trying to disgrace her because back in the day, that was a crush.
Yeah. So, Yeah, we got about the Wizards. I'm trying to think. Nothing. I don't got nothing else with the NBA.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. You know,
Make
a lot of
it
energy
trash.
expended today.
So
Yeah.
the trades, did it change our predictions for the championship?
Nets Warriors.
Yeah.
Nets Suns.
Yeah.
No,
Bucks.
I'm still Nets Warriors.
Still Nets
Nets
Warriors.
Suns are Nets Warriors is my leader in the clubhouse. Nets
Greasy, you
Suns is second.
still Warriors Cavs.
I mean,
if we get LeBron for free, yeah.
Oh Lord. We still Wiz Warriors, Ola.
I never said no fucking word.
Just checking.
I think the East is going to be interesting going down the stretch. I know Chicago's probably like, why we didn't make a move. I want to see the buyout market because I think they might need another big. I like Miami. I think a lot of people are sleeping on Miami. Like they're getting healthy and I want to see how they integrate Oladipo and when which twin do they have? They have Markeith.
The other one, yeah.
Is he back yet?
He still isn't back yet, I don't believe.
Wait, what?
Markeith still hasn't played. He's been out like 30 plus games.
Since Jokic laid him out.
Yeah.
And, but then it's funny because Bam is getting back in because Bam had missed games.
Yeah, they're getting healthy at the right time.
Yeah. And I mean, and Spoelstra, I mean, just like D-Wade said, like, yeah, Pat Riley set the culture, but Spoelstra just took that shit to another level. Like, he was on the greatest coach list. Did y'all see the greatest coach list?
Yeah.
I feel like, let me say, I still feel like Pat Riley is like telling them what to do.
Pat Riley's like for Gary. He's in his ear. I think. Yeah. He's giving them. I think he's giving them suggestions. He may be talking to him.
Not like coaching, telling them what to do, but like
right.
The first person he calls, the first person he calls Pat Riley.
You gotta have a mentor. You gotta have an
first
advisor.
person he calls Pat Riley, but I don't think Pat is calling him anymore. I think the first maybe up until LeBron bumped him, I think Pat might have been calling him, and then after that, Pat was like, "However this goes, I got to step back."
Whoa! I'm going back.
I don't think
Pat Riley and Eric Spoelstra are named the top 15 coaches in NBA history.
Yeah,
Spoelstra's top 15 in the history.
Bo is top 15.
That's what
won the championships with LeBron.
Every name on that list surprised me. I mean, that was of all the names on the list, his was the one that surprised me. But come to think, I mean, when you think about it, it's like since he's been coach, I mean, he had the big three.
He changed the way, like he did innovate basketball. We don't often think of it like that, but like the way he got those Miami teams to actually get good was to be like, yo, Bosh, you go play 5, LeBron, you play 3, 4, whatever. And we just go trapping. We just go run you. We just play hair raising defense where we got 3, 4 guys, 6, 7, 6, 8, 6, 9, long, athletic. We trap you. We press you. We force you to play turnovers and turn it up.
You know where that's from, though. You know where that's from, though. It's from Pat Riley.
A coaching tree. All right, cool. But now
has he won a championship without LeBron?
Who? No, because he lost to LeBron. He lost to LeBron.
We forgot about that bubble team.
He lost to LeBron.
They came from to get to the finals.
So he didn't. The only reason he didn't win the title without LeBron is because he played LeBron. I mean,
Red Auerbach, Larry Brown, Chuck Daly, Red Holzman, Phil Jackson, Casey Jones, Steve Kerr, Don Nelson, Greg Popovich, Jack Ramsey, Pat Riley, Doc Rivers, Jerry Sloan, Lenny Wilkins, and Eric Spoelstra. I'm with it. I'm just.
All right, so who you putting on? Who you putting on?
I have no idea. Of course, I don't have any idea.
From that list right there, it's really not a lot of coaches that you could really even. I mean, because coaches the good coaches keep their jobs for a long time, or they
Right.
get
That's the thing.
if they
That's
leave,
the
they
thing.
go right into it. I mean, like you look at Doc Rivers, he goes right
Doc Rivers
into
coach.
another job like every single time. So it's kind
How
of
it
like
should be.
it's kind of like, yeah, I mean, who they didn't
Well,
really
yeah.
leave
Yeah.
anybody off that list, honestly.
Yeah, I'm
Like
with
we
you.
could pretty much track the NBA championships throughout the years from this list. With like a couple exceptions, like a couple years off, we could probably be like, oh, okay, yeah. And then the names that haven't won a title, you know what? They're great coaches. So like,
Amazing.
yeah.
I mean, I went through the list to see how many black coaches were on the list, but what is it?
Racist.
3?
Casey
Ain't no Rick
Jones,
Carlisle?
Lenny Wilkins, Doc Rivers,
Doc
and
Rivers, Casey Jones.
Just those 3, right?
No Rick Carlisle. You taking Spoelstra over Carlisle?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I'm not taking the one with Carlisle.
I
I
don't
am.
know. That's a tough one right there.
I am.
Carlisle
I
just
didn't
didn't
think
have
about
the
that.
players. Carlisle just didn't have the players like that.
When Carlisle has the players, he runs them. He's too controlling. I'm taking Spoelstra.
Players don't even like him.
Spoelstra listen to his players.
He had?
Huh?
What players he ain't had like that?
He might have had the
He
greatest
had
upset in the
D-Wade.
finals.
He had the
He
Jets.
had
He had
LeBron,
Luka. He
he
had
had a-
Dirk.
Did he have?
He
Did
had
he
fucking
have?
people in
Yeah.
Indiana. He had Paul
Yeah,
George,
Paul
young
George.
Paul George. He had
Yeah,
people in
young
Indiana.
Paul George. Paul
Yeah.
George, the nigga we make fun of every week when we talk
They
about
ran into those
basketball.
Miami teams. They ran into those Miami teams. And you got to think if Danny Granger would have stayed healthy, shit, them Pacers team
Yeah.
would have been scary.
I mean, that's fine. I'm not saying he's a terrible coach. I'm saying I'm taking Spoelstra over him.
I mean, I can see it either way, but he did coach the greatest upset in the finals.
Was it upset?
Who did? Oh,
Oh, Rick Carlisle.
He had
No
them,
blind
the-
spots, baby. My mirrors are up today,
Didn't
baby.
he
No
have
blind
them Detroit
spots.
teams before Larry Brown?
Huh?
wait, Larry
This
Brown?
was after Larry
He,
Brown.
he had him after
He's
Larry
after?
It was
Brown.
after Larry Brown.
I thought
He's
Flip.
a Larry
I
Brown.
thought
He's
Flip
a
was
Larry
after.
Brown. He's a Larry Brown protege.
I thought Flip was after Larry Brown.
Flip coach Indiana. I don't. Flip didn't coach
no,
Indiana.
I said the
Detroit.
Pistons.
The Pistons.
Oh,
I thought-
Man, why Tyronn Lue ain't on the motherfucker?
right. I'm saying I thought.
Tyronn Lue, come on, cuz.
I'm saying you gonna put Eric Spoelstra on there?
Nah, Tyronn Lue came in the middle of the season.
Mike Brown.
He kind of got. I'm not gonna say he got lucky, but he. I
He
mean,
ran that shit.
He caught lightning in the bottle.
he got
Steven
fortunate.
Silas, but Steven
Byron
Seaman.
Scott don't get no love.
No,
No, as a
Damn.
coach, no.
Put
He
Michael
went to back-to-back
Magic.
championships.
Larry Brown is Larry Bird on there?
With the Nets,
Yeah.
is that? Yeah, he went when the Nets had nobody. That was a downtime for the East. That was a really downtime for the East.
But he went there. He lost to the Lakers. I'm saying, like, what? He went there. I'm saying he's a coach.
That's another,
who did you
Byron
just
Scott.
say, Steve?
Larry Bird.
Is Larry Brown? Let's see.
He
Larry
coached
Bird only
long enough.
coached. He only coached 3 years, right?
Yeah, but you know.
Nah, he can't. No, top 15 ever after a
mean-
3-year stint. Did he
No,
go
they coached
82-0?
So can we talk about KD picking the All-Star
Like that.
team?
Oh man, that whole All-Star clip. That whole All-Star
That
thing
was
was funny.
hilarious.
They was just some homies sitting around.
Why is the
Yo,
All-Star game like that now?
It's hard.
You know what I'm
Harden
saying?
even playing. Can he play? Oh, he's playing. He's playing,
Why is
Brian.
the
Don't
All-Star
worry.
like-
He got traded.
Why is it like that, Larry? Now it's not
Because they recognize they need something that people to watch.
You know what
No.
KD
Yeah.
suggested?
That's why they should cut
That
It's too
the
black.
season in half.
Let me say this for my white fans that's gonna watch. It's too black. It's just too black. We can't just sit around and talk about that stuff like that, like we playing dominoes at the barber shop. You know what I'm saying? We can't do that. You gotta have a little seriousness about the NBA, the National Basketball Association. Can we have a little bit
What
of?
you mean? They was being serious. Like Luka's
Everybody
not
hope
starting,
so.
right?
No, they weren't. No, they weren't.
Luka got picked. Like they left.
LeBron picked a great
Oh,
team.
I didn't say
No, he's
like
saying the
white
decorum.
people.
He's saying the
I'm saying-
decorum.
Yeah. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They not even serious about it. They joking about picking players and James Harden.
It's
Is he
the
hurt?
All-Star
Ah,
game.
he ain't
'Cause
hurt
we
now.
watched
He
the
got
game.
traded. Yeah.
We
The
watched the
serious
game.
part isn't picking the
Y'all
players.
gonna let the troll y'all.
No.
Hey, but
I'm
no.
not talking about that. We watched the game.
He's just
What I'm
trying to
saying
get a
is,
pass via sponsorship. That's all he's trying to do. Go ahead, keep going, Steve.
no doubt. What I'm saying is, at the point of picking the teams for the NBA All-Star game, there has to be a little bit of decorum, a little bit of seriousness about it because it's the All-Star game. You know what I'm saying? It's once a year. These are prestigious players. This is a
Perfect time to
prestigious
shine.
award.
Perfect time to be fun. You
Exactly.
made the
No.
team. That's the award.
No.
The award. So the serious part is
But
announcing
see,
the
look.
team. The announcement that gets serious. They were serious for that. They did.
No,
the
they were
serious part.
not. That's the thing. That's why it's talked about right now because at the very end, it was Gobert and it was James Harden.
No, you're not hearing me. No. You're saying the picking of the team. I'm saying the list that they picked from when they said that the reserves, they were serious for that.
Yeah.
All right, that's the serious part. This part is playground shit. This is the
That
playground
was
part.
I give you
Hey,
that.
but no,
I give you that.
when you say that, Fonz, KD suggested that they should pick the teams right before the game, like we're on the playground. Like I would like that a lot. Like y'all get we just going tonight. Get your jersey.
I think that's how it should be.
Not that I don't like it, but
it's tough to
know
do
if y'all
that.
remember, I said that.
That'd be
I
controversial.
said that before. Yeah, you had a reversible jersey.
Yeah.
Have to be like
That'd be controversial.
reversible jersey.
I was gonna say.
Well, they don't. So
Which is
that
kind of cool too.
it would be cool.
These motherfuckers make too much money.
It would be cool, but that would change the tenor of the
Do
game.
it the night before.
It's finished.
I'm saying
The night of, I mean.
Nah,
Like,
that's
right
what.
saying do it.
That's
Yeah,
what changed the
right before
tenor of the
the
game. People would get too mad. Owners don't want that.
Don't do me like that.
Who get you mad?
That's
The players.
Good.
Man.
Go out there and hoop then. Go get you. Go
Yo,
get you
they
a
don't
W.
want nobody getting hurt in the All-Star game.
Nobody's going to.
What?
What? They make too much money. They make too much money. They're not going to.
They're still human. They're still human beings.
Was it you?
Damn, I find when they stop being that, brother, ain't nobody forget that part.
That was a joke back to the human race. Sorry, you guys.
That's what I'm joking with you. Yeah, I know.
What I missed. I got kicked out.
But no, I was just saying like they be too mad.
They should pick it right before the game because they're gonna fight.
Yeah. Who's gonna fight?
I'm like,
not fight. They go try to go hard and like.
Good. They're not gonna go like injury hard.
That's the whole point.
Like,
that will make the game competitive, right?
What up?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we don't want people getting hurt. Well, I don't.
Hey, final score would be 78-67 All-Star game.
I think they should have picked it.
I don't think
But like this, do you think Rudy Gobert was mad that he was in the final two?
Man,
Who cares?
That's Rudy Gobert.
Who cares about Rudy Gobert?
If the worst player was going to get mad, do you think the other players are not going to get mad about when it being picked last? I just used him as an example.
I mean, you mad anyway right now, ain't you?
No, you might be mad right now, but by the time the game comes, you've forgotten about it. You mess with your new teammates.
Do you want this check or not?
You gonna get the check. You already got chosen. That part is.
What's gonna happen? Whoever gets picked last,
the winners get more money, right?
MVP.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
the winners get more money, right?
Yeah.
I mean, okay,
right.
Yeah, I think.
Do you want some money? Do you want some more money?
It's gonna go anyway.
Because you know, these guys are multi-millionaires. You know, a couple of 100,000. It ain't like that. They gamble that in Vegas. They finna gamble that off this weekend at the Super Bowl in Vegas.
That's some
good gambling money.
Wait, the All-Star game is in
shopping money.
Oh, the All-Star game is next weekend.
Yeah. Vegas this weekend.
That's what they're talking about.
I mean, LA.
They're talking about they might have to push the All-Star game back if the Super Bowl fall on the wrong weekend.
Well,
Why did they move Super Bowl back?
First of all, they should have moved their trade deadline. So
they should,
because they should have the trade deadline should have been last week. If anything, last week there wasn't shit to talk about for football. There's no game to analyze. This is the in-between week. They could have talked about basketball 1,000 different ways. All these trades last week. This week, they got 24 hours. Tomorrow, we starting to talk about the actual game, the X's and O's. the Jimmys and the Joes and what they're gonna do. And for tomorrow and Saturday and half of Sunday, it's all Super Bowl all the time. Whereas last week, the Pro Bowl, motherfuckers was so starved for sports. They was like, damn, the Pro Bowl is really a glorified scrimmage. When did it turn into this? Because
but isn't the deadline? I mean, it's strategic why they have the deadline there. Not, I don't think for exposure. I think it's just they're trying to get as close to the middle of the season as possible.
No. Teams only got like 20 games left.
What? I don't know why they do that either. That's weird.
It's not
like the NBA stuff is weird.
No, the half the season been gone.
That's weird.
Check that. No.
I'm pulling up. Let's see. The Wizards right now
still gotta go to April.
Are 25 and 29. That is 54 games. So they got like
weird,
54, about 20 something games.
That's weird.
It's 25 games left.
It's weird.
Wow.
Yeah, I guess so.
The NBA does everything else right. Like as far as social justice, or it's like contracts. The schedule is terrible, bro. Like, I don't understand. They should start at the same time. And right after Christmas, they should have the All-Star game. They had a big games at Christmas. And right after that, they had an All-Star game. Because you already know who the All-Stars are when the beginning of the season starts anyway. You're only going to have 2 or 3 people that's like, oh, they played really well, so let's put them on an All-Star team. Now, your All-Stars right there. Then you can play little bullshit games and then kind of step back and let football have it for the Super Bowl. And then right after the Super Bowl, crank it up and get that run to the playoffs. And then sit back and then let March Madness go. Then right after March Madness, start the playoffs.
I agree with March Madness in the playoffs. I agree with that.
Bam.
Now, like, they can't, but I think they can't put.
Well,
the problem is there's
a
no
week
weekends
later
for the
It
football.
is a week later because it's usually this weekend. The All-Star game will usually be this weekend.
Right.
Football pushed the year. Football gained a week, so that kind of threw everything off. I mean, even still at the halfway point in the league. I mean, of the season, but yeah, they did have to push things back.
That's what I'm saying. Don't push it back. Go before Super Bowl, before the playoffs start for the NFL that week.
Should have been last week. Yeah.
You said the All-Star game should be before the NFL playoffs.
Yeah.
And you know what? Going back to 92,
there's no off week.
That weekend, All-Star weekend, the Pro Bowl was the same weekend. Like Magic Johnson All-Star game. I remember because it was the Wolverines played. It was the All-Star game. Chris Webber and the Fab Five played somebody. I don't remember who they. I think they played like Purdue or somebody that weekend. It was the All-Star game and the Pro Bowl was all the same weekend. In 92, I do remember that.
I think they don't want to. The sponsors don't want to have to send people to 2 different spots.
Yeah, they don't want to pay for 2 different spots either.
But there's no week off between the end of the NFL season and the start of the playoffs. Like the NFL season ends on Sunday.
Yeah, but
so there's no time for basketball.
Like that last week in the NFL, they try to make it nice so they can play the in-conference games, but you can compete against that. Like, Dallas playing the Eagles and the Eagles not getting in. So you're like, fuck it.
You can compete against it with what type of product?
I don't think you can compete against it, bro.
What product? With the All-Star game?
No. The end of the NFL
doesn't matter.
Season, the last week in the NFL. You're not competing against the NFL, but what I'm saying is it's better than playing against the playoffs, and it's better against being anywhere close to the Super Bowl.
I'm asking you, Steve, the last week of the NFL season, what product are you saying the NBA should put out there? What product?
The All-Star game.
In December?
The All-Star weekend.
That's not going to do nothing, man. It's going to get slaughtered.
That's like trying to hear that shit.
That's like the goat they put out there in Jurassic Park for the T-Rex. That shit is
in December, though? That would be December,
Not
though,
December,
right?
January.
Christmas games, Christmas NBA games get crushed by Christmas NFL games, period.
Yes.
So you think the last week of the season is going to change that?
Yeah.
No, I didn't say it was going to change that. I'm saying do that then rather than wait till the end of February.
It's gotta be the
because you're playing the All-Star
game,
game,
Pro Bowl weekend,
which is supposed to be like the middle of the season.
Or anything.
It's got to be Pro Bowl
at the
weekend.
end.
That's the only weekend at the end of the season that they gonna be able to win.
So that's what I'm saying. Now you've already played 60 games in the NFL in the NBA season.
Yeah,
so
rest for the
you play the All-Star game now and take the rest that you're going to have for whatever else for the rest of the season, right? So half of the league is only going to play like 15, 20 more games. So why not have that earlier, right? And then you can still have that rest and then make it like a midway for the season. So if you're going to play whatever, play it halfway. Have it All-Star game weekend, sit out halfway through the season rather than at the end. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah,
I hear you
Pro
from the
Bowl,
rest
Pro
sides.
Bowl will be the better competition, but that's at the towards the end of the NBA season. So
you're saying sacrifice the All-Star game for the rest.
Yeah.
When is 41 games in? Would that would have been what? 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, about 2 to 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, beginning at the end of January.
Beginning
of February and January.
That's going up against divisional round.
But if you sacrifice
divisional round, that's going up against divisional round.
Or just move everything back. Don't start the NBA season so soon.
I like that. Don't start till Christmas.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, start at Christmas. Less games start at Christmas.
You're not gonna do less games though.
You're losing 2 whole months of games.
So, but here's the problem: you gotta, and here's how. Like, I don't know if they've come to grips that football is king, but by football actually adding an extra game, like basketball either has to change or they're going to get squeezed, and they have to decide.
They're getting squeezed. That's what I'm telling you.
What is most important? Like what to Steve's point. So you can either adjust your schedule, and I mean, cool. NBA players don't go play in the Olympics no more. I mean, all right, like you just play later into the summer, and they get the beginning of training camp and the start of football season off. Come back in November. We start on Christmas. So if we have to do the All-Star game on Pro Bowl weekend, it's more in the halfway time, and we get in the rest, and you're getting the rest. I mean, that's what they're going to have to, because quite frankly, I think the NFL is going to get an 18th game as well.
And other sports, basketball is the one that could change their dates the easiest. Football, you really can't play in the summer. You can't put pads on and put in 100-degree heat. Baseball, you really can't play in the winter. Basketball, you play whenever because it's indoors.
Yeah.
So they should move. And basketball and baseball demographics not a competition. So
the only thing would be with the players like, why would we want to play later? We're going into it's just what they used to. That would be the only pushback.
Yeah.
Because eventually, if you keep getting beat by TV for a large portion of your season, the television studios can say,
start making less money.
We're not going to pay you as much money. And if you don't pay the league,
we just have to sell it to the players. Because if the owner's still making their money, you just got to sell it to the players.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not.
Players ain't gonna do that. They can't gonna do that anyway.
You just you just adjusting the thing, and like the biggest thing is like, all right, cool. You don't get to go play at the Rucker in the summer. Okay, like I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I just threw that out there, but like I think it should be an easy sale to do that. You just adjust the thing, and then they get all that summertime airtime for themselves. Who they compete against baseball?
Competing against baseball.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's not a competition. Baseball play like on Tuesday, afternoon, like at 1. So you know what I'm saying? Like having a basketball game at night. That's not really
2 games in the same day. You go to a baseball game and a basketball game.
But they are going to have to change their format. Like they can't just shift it and think the summertime NBA will be cool, because summertime folks go outside. So You also gotta
Yeah,
consider like
you go to the you go outside, but you go outside. I mean, I don't know. You go outside to hang with your people and watch a game.
but no, I'm saying people be outside though, like not outside in the building. They outside living life with longer days outside. So
Right.
I'm just saying, like you got to make it interesting for folks who want to watch NBA basketball. A regular season, sorry, let me slow down. To convince the average person, because we're not going after y'all, we're going after people like me and people that kind of watch the sport on a Friday night, Saturday night to watch a basketball game or
don't do
be
that.
outside in the summertime.
Don't do that. Don't
Don't
do
do
Friday, Saturday night. Do the
Okay.
Sunday and every other day during the week.
But if
Games.
I'm a sponsor though, if I'm a sponsor, I want you to be on prime
But see, if
time.
I'm a sponsor, I know people gonna be outside, so they're not gonna be watching it. I'm not gonna pay my money for Friday night.
But then it comes back to NBA with money we can get in. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean,
a lot.
yeah, but the sports machine, they sold us fucking basketball at 2:00. Like,
when?
I mean, yes, we were in the pandemic. We
Don't
technically
come,
could be
hold on,
going.
you know what that means. Gonna come another variant.
Like,
Get your ass back in the house.
I mean, I think it could be done. I don't think it's that hard of a sell.
But
Like,
yeah,
you gotta. I mean, yes, some things gotta be changed, but like, motherfuckers watch baseball like on.
But also you got to think. So it's like the way of it, right? So whatever the word I'm trying to use. Why are we doing all that shift? Are you saying we're shifting all that because football got an extra week? I'm not sure if the money's there to do all that energy just to work around the NFL schedule because they have extra week.
Well, we'll see, because I mean, like, we'll see the numbers
Like
this year.
go ahead.
But I mean,
because after the Super Bowl, you know, that's the perfect time to have an All-Star game. So hey,
right.
this is what we do. Yeah.
But depending on when the NFL starts the season and how it aligns to Labor Day and kickoff weekend, right? Because NFL does right, but the NFL doesn't start until Labor Day. So depending on the calendar, right? And you count out the weeks of that. Suppose the Super Bowl was next weekend because of some quirky September shit, right? Then you're waiting another week. You're damn near in March before your All-Star game. So what I'm saying is, like, or you're competing with the Super Bowl. Like, there's going to come a year where the Super Bowl and the All-Star weekend either falls on the same weekend or somebody's going to move. And who you think is going to move?
Baseball.
So what I'm saying is, if you have to wait till the NFL,
they're built to move. They're built to move. I'm saying.
So just move and don't have to worry about the NFL. Like,
because
just
that's
like
that's what I'm saying. But it's like that's like if you want to change the shift 1 degree, cool. But what you're saying by shifting the schedule is changing a shift that's been going in a certain rotation or a certain direction rather by significant degrees.
But they did it already.
During a global pandemic?
Doesn't matter. They did it. They shifted their basketball playing schedules, and they came back earlier. We're not even saying you're going to come back earlier. We're saying we're going to fix the schedule, and you're actually going to get your rest time. They got sold on. They got sold on the bubble.
Hold on, real quick. So to cut you off. Also, where do they play? They play in arenas. What happens during the summertime? Concerts. It's a lot of shit moving parts to work around 1 or 2 weeks due to the NFL. It's a lot cheaper and more efficient to work around those 1 or 2 weeks to shift the entire schedule and trying to link up with sponsorships and venues that has a lot of concert series going on with people outside, and that's why I play. So it's like,
but sports gets first. Sports gets first dibs
over Rock Nation and Live Nation.
Yes.
Okay. During the summertime.
I mean, you don't think artists want to tour in the winter?
No,
I'm saying you don't think they want to tour in the winter? Like,
or the summertime?
What you're saying is if you're in an arena, if you're in an enclosed arena, does that matter?
Like just a human being, like, are you more so going outside doing active stuff during the summertime or the winter months? Just basic human.
Right.
But caught up on semantics right now.
Somewhat. But there's a lot of energy to ask the NFL or NBA to shift to be more dominant in the summertime. I'm saying it's too much. There's a lot of things that align versus just working around 1 or 2 weeks that may occur every couple of years for the NFL.
Right, but the NBA is acknowledging, maybe not all outward publicly, that they have a regular season problem. So this is not
because the NFL. It's because the regular season in NBA. Like that's just kind of like
yes, but part of it is it's hard to build a following for the regular season if a large portion of your regular season overlaps with the number one sport in America by far. It's hard to build up steam for it if like every weekend everybody's tuned the fuck in on football.
I mean, I get you. I see it different. I see it's kind of hard because like it's obvious who's going to be the championship teams. So, like, why would I really care for watching these random ass games? Like, why would I be a DC resident watching the Wizards if I really want to talk about championships and playoffs? If I was like an avid fan of football or basketball and wanted to watch like championship aspiring teams, why would I watch these other small market teams? Why would I? Like, where's the chance of the Cincinnati Bengals? You don't have that type of parity as you do with the NFL because of the way they have their 16 or 17 game structure. It's just like I'm not like, oh, they got a chance. Like I know that it's gonna be the Nets, Warriors, Lakers, whomever.
I mean, okay. All right.
Not Lakers, last year Lakers.
Chill out on those Lakers. Relax.
All right. I mean, then if that's the case, then why do you care at all? Why as well run the All-Star game at a 41 game mark and don't do no marketing then? If you're just trying to play the games and not trying to get people to be invested in it, and just play them whenever. And at game 41, whatever weekend that falls, don't play your All-Star game.
There has to be a reason why they didn't.
And I'm thinking it's because they're trying to acquiesce and get as many eyes as they can, and they recognize that football is king. And I'm just saying, why pussyfoot around it? Football is king. What we doing here? Like, what we doing? And you have a problem. That's why I think something's going to get done, because it's not like we just talking about it. It's just they know it's a problem, and because they know it's a problem, to me that means there's people sitting around thinking about these things and even all of those moving parts, and so I just think something's going to have to give, because it's not like before. The interest in the regular season isn't there, even though I feel like we have better teams than before. I feel like what you're saying, Dre, about like it only being a handful of teams, like I felt that back in the day way more than I feel that now. I may only believe there's certain teams, but like I can see other teams winning if certain things break right. Like I could see Miami getting to the finals. I don't think it's going to happen, but it's not like it'll be like a total shock. That was just the name of team. That wasn't like a.
I'm saying, how's that any different from back in the day?
Because back in the day, it was the Bulls, Knicks, and Pacers. Period. You could not talk yourself into anybody else.
Well, that was the East, but then who's the West?
The West was the Rockets. The Spurs wasn't a dynasty.
3 teams is good on each side. That's the same it is now.
No, the East, like, let us tell it. We could be arguing about 4 teams in the East, and in the West, let some people tell it. We got 3 teams that supposedly have been there, plus an up-and-comer in Memphis, plus the old people who believe the Lakers will turn it around. That's 5 teams already in the West.
Memphis not winning a championship.
I'm not. So again, I'm not. I wasn't saying. Again, you know how I feel about the Jazz. And maybe I feel about the Jazz, but what I'm saying is there are people who will argue that. I'm not making that argument for the Jazz.
We talking about us. We're not talking about others. It's the Warriors, Suns, and maybe the Lakers, and it's the Nets, maybe the Bucks, maybe the Heat.
Yeah,
I put Chicago in there too.
Man,
see, there we go.
See, they're not going to.
I disagree. I think Chicago
again. That's my point. Like,
who's the best player?
Who? DeMar DeRozan?
DeRozan, who can't shoot threes.
They're not going to.
I think Zach LaVine is actually their best player.
Who?
I think you're the main one. Somebody wants to get the 7-game series shit changes, and you can't come out that shit. They're not built to win a second round.
Yeah.
I need first round.
Man,
Second round.
somebody turn an
So the Bulls gonna beat the Nets or the Bucks or the Heat
Or the Sixers.
So you
Or the
don't want me to
Sixers.
talk.
Forgot
You
about
don't want
the
me to
Sixers,
talk
too.
because they.
I think
I
they
don't think the
can.
Sixers.
I think they could beat the Heat and the Sixers.
I think they could beat.
Okay.
I think that. I
So
think
there we go
legit
for that.
right now. I think it's 5 teams that could come out of the East. That could come out of the East. My money's still on the Nets, but I
I'm
think
taking the Nets.
Yeah,
the Nets
and
and then
I'm
it's
bet
a
against
gap.
Apple stock. Mm-hmm.
I think those other 4 teams.
How's that any different from the Bulls, the Pacers, and then you could throw in whatever other teams that you might like.
No. It was the Bulls, Pacers, and the Knicks, and that was it.
And then whoever the other team,
No,
Heat,
the other
when they
team,
had a couple teams-
the other
What?
team was never good enough to be
the
mentioned.
Hornets when they had the couple of players.
The Hornets never got out the first round.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not
That's what he's saying.
arguing with you. I'm saying it's the
They
same
got out of the
thing.
first round once. They did make it to the second round once.
I'm saying it's the same thing.
Yeah,
It's not different.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. As someone who's been watching it, I feel totally different watching these regular seasons than I did watching back in the day. So we'll see. They got about 20, 25
Monty,
games.
brother. 3-card Monty.
Have these new teams come out. I think the Nets play this weekend.
Ben Simmons not playing this weekend.
Did they come out and say that already?
When's this timeline?
He got to get in
There's
shape.
a game on Saturday. There's a big game. I think the Lakers might play on Saturday.
They were saying like 2 weeks.
Oh, really? Oh, game shape.
Him
Damn.
and KD probably come back around the
These
same
niggas
time.
is catching.
Yeah.
Sorry, these brothers is catching the L's. Woo.
Who that?
Nets.
That's what I'm saying. Like they in what? 7th place? 6th place?
They lost
No, they
10
play
straight
Miami.
games.
Yeah, that's like a goddamn game.
Well, you gotta
They
remember,
got
KD
Miami.
gets bit out.
You gotta remember, they got James Harden and Kyrie on the weekend.
James Harden ain't even want to play.
I'm just saying,
Mm.
you know.
The difference between the
Still got some
motherfucking
players in there.
5 spot and the 8 spot
Not
is
like
3.5 games. It's not like, all right. I mean, we really expecting Philly to stay. I mean, it's not Philly, excuse me, Toronto to stay in 6.
I don't think we weren't arguing. I don't think we was arguing that we worried about the Nets. You know,
So
I'm
then,
telling
like,
you,
Just
them
down
jokers
100%.
is tanking to get more games on the road so Kyrie can play more. Just a little, conspiracy, just a little, maybe, but no. But I mean, I'm not. KD's not playing. Kevin Durant is the MVP of the league. Like,
So while we got a moment, I want to shout out my man AI. He's my spirit animal. Went to the game extremely high. High as a giraffe's ass, sitting on the sideline and enjoying the game, not really watching the game. That's how I feel right now. I'm enjoying the game, not really watching the game. I'm just, whenever we get to the playoffs, that'd be great. But, show me some highlights, some dunks, some plays here, show me the record. Yeah, that's good. I'm enjoying myself, but I'm not really paying attention to none of that. Let's go and get to the playoffs. Holla at me then.
like what ways do they have to make you enjoy the regular season as much as not even as much as playoffs? That's different type of energy, but like even like a 50%.
Highlights.
10%.
Just highlights. That's all.
Okay,
That's why you watch the game to, you might see something that you never seen before.
Uh-huh.
And then you get some dunks and some excitement or a comeback or something like that, It's a
watching some young teams get better. Put it
Watching
together.
some-
You don't want to
So-
watch paint dry?
so
I ain't
this
trying
is
to
I don't think
man's
it's right.
reality
No,
look
from,
at-
from a
TV.
sideline perspective.
This
But
is
like
man's
Memphis is
reality
not
TV.
watching
in
paint
the
dry.
Cleveland, like seeing those teams, like they are ascending. They gonna start putting themselves in the conversation. Like that's what I say. Look at the young teams,
Cleveland and
not
Memphis.
like the bad teams.
Okay.
Like Memphis and
I thought you
Cleveland,
meant like
even like
Okay.
Minnesota is getting better. Like
So it's getting better.
And so we
They
got
said
the
that-
Ant-Man,
like that.
Anthony Edwards. That's
said
what I'm
that about
saying.
five-
Like,
That be
5
the
weeks
shit
ago.
that be getting me about
5 shows
skipping the
ago.
regular season. Like we don't, those teams don't get enough minutes logged to get as good as they can be
but like,
at the end of the season. If we don't have
Also-
those young teams
Well,
playing,
Go ahead.
also, like the NBA misses out on the chance to market people because they're competing against the NFL. Like Anthony Edwards, it's oh my God, like we not focusing on him or his interviews or anything like that unless you tuned into basketball. Like you love it, but the casual fan will love him. Like, yeah. So I don't know. I mean, yeah. Like teams like that, like Ja Morant and Memphis, like putting them in a national spotlight, like instead of having them having to compete with the NFL, that's why I'm just like, maybe
See,
you should think about it.
but even like the Hornets, put the Hornets in that
Go ahead.
conversation too. Like LaMelo and Miles Bridges. I mean, like
He dunks a lot. He dunks.
So
like,
to my
it's
point,
some
we
exciting.
don't need. They don't even need to
exciting basketball
compete.
going on.
They don't even need to compete with the NFL. They need to have it when people like us not watching baseball. Even if you're not watching football, then you be completely focused on basketball. So then you can be like, yeah, I want to watch every game that they're playing so I can see Anthony Edwards get better every game, or I can watch every game so I can see whatever the Israeli assassin get better every game. You know what I'm saying? So
but going back to what Dre said though, nobody's really gonna be in the house. You're gonna be less invested in the summertime to sit around and watch
at nighttime. At nighttime, you can flex it at nighttime. 9 o'clock game start. You can do whatever you want to do till it gets dark, and then you get your ass up and get in the car and go to the stadium, to the arena, and watch the game. Just like going to the movies in the summertime. All the big summertime movies come out in the summertime.
I be
You
sleeping.
do the same thing for the game.
I go to sleep late night movies. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, but you go to the game, you ain't gonna go to sleep.
Movie show come out to 12 o'clock showing. Motherfuckers
I be sleeping.
Away from that the summer.
July is a big weekend for movies.
Don't take
so
me
everybody.
to movies after 10 o'clock.
What I hear, I
sleep in the movie theater.
Every time you give it,
But you're not going to sleep at the game though.
No,
going
the
to sleep at
game.
the Wizard game.
I just
exactly.
Just using the using the movies as an example is not gonna work for somebody like me.
But you're not going to the movies, you're going to the game.
They got these comfortable ass seats in there now. Oh, I'm sleeping in the movie theater.
Hey,
they got beds in the movie theaters and shit.
Yeah. You be making up like,
oh my goodness.
I can't watch the movie, dog.
No bullshit.
Then I be like,
shit do turn into beds.
They fucking here. I can't sleep on this. I can't see them right here. Let me get up. Let me go.
Yeah,
let me leave.
I ain't trying to go to no
real
with the real live beds, and they're like, who was on these sheets? I don't trust this shit. Can I bring my own goddamn sheets? I ain't with this shit. Like, nah. The hell no. Oh man.
Yeah. But see,
but yeah.
They got a game in the summertime.
But every example is another competitor. Now you gotta deal with legitimate
movies.
concerts. And now you gotta deal with what you call them a punk? Are you calling the Hollywood industry to punks? You're not gonna come in and encroach their shit either. You're not gonna hang on blockbuster games on Fridays when I'm supposed to
you don't have the games on the weekend. So you had a game. What?
Get their money on weekend.
But then you're gonna have players, you're gonna have them games, them back-to-back games that they get in the rate, them 3 games or 5 nights sort of type of deal that they've been trying to get away from.
You schedule it in. If you tell people like this is the like it can be done. I think
all people that want to watch it, they're gonna be in the house. They're gonna be somewhere to watch the game. If it's a big game.
And if you build up the force for it, like
Friday or Saturday night.
But if they have to
Dre
choose
might
between
if there's a Marvel movie dropping, motherfuckers gonna watch that.
Marvel movies don't come out every week, Dre.
But
they
say
don't
like
come out
this,
every week.
right? If it's a big game on Friday night, 3 out of the 5 of us will probably be in the house watching the game. The other 2
might be out.
Y'all gonna be where y'all gonna be at.
We are not the demographic that's the money driver. We not talking about folks. Y'all like football, basketball, all that shit.
Well, I'm saying, so you represent the demographic.
So all right, so wait, you say we not the target demographic?
Yeah, it's a lot of us though. It's a lot of us. We round 40. we got good jobs. It's a lot of us.
We ain't just gonna be out running the streets. We kind of pass.
It's a lot of us that don't look like us too. It's a lot of us.
I'm with you.
Y'all not
with you. I'm just got a question.
Look, but what I'm gonna say is a lot of us don't watch baseball. We don't. I mean, we like Marvel movies, but it ain't other shit that we do. So we're not going to see Lil Baby at concerts, right?
Mm-hmm.
If they had basketball or something, I'd go. I will buy tickets and go and take my kids.
You would go.
So that's some more tickets. And I take my wife, we would go like consistently. I can't do this right now, but I'm just saying. So I'm
talking about
certain
TV
it's
money
more
though.
of us. Yeah, but I mean, people watch TV. Watch the game.
I think people will be in the house.
Thursday
I
night
think
games. It's gonna be Thursday night games wherever, whenever, because it ain't really other shit to watch on Thursday night, right? So basketball is basketball. Like, I mean, you start at Christmas, you kind of swing it for the first little, and then after March, you do the All-Star game. Boom, and then now the summertime you running into the playoffs, and then
that Christmas though was kind.
But see, the championship, then you stop the championship just before football starts.
Are you going? But can you hype up Christmas games at the beginning of the season?
Yes,
it's the beginning.
But
LeBron versus KD.
What's the quality of the game gonna be though?
And that's what I'm thinking.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why the Christmas games be so good, because the teams are rolling by now. It's the matchups. It's the matchups.
It is matchups, but it's also
beginning of the season, niggas ain't really ratcheted it up yet. I guess.
I mean, you can play some games before that, but preseason games, whatever. But that's when the season should start.
I guess. Them opening night games, you be excited for them opening night games.
Oh hell yeah, opening night. Yeah, but that'd be like that one. No, let me show you.
Christmas, boom, ended like end of beginning of August.
I mean, that forms a perfect synergy with the league. You pass it right off to. I mean, I don't know.
Flip hockey, put a hockey where basketball is, so they play in the fall and to
baseball gonna get mad.
Who gives a fuck?
Because baseball and basketball are not the same.
They're not the same crowd.
Y'all keep calling these folks blocks. I'm trying to tell y'all keep rolling with these niggas blocks, and these niggas got big money too. So
baseball extended their season into November.
I'm just thinking about the TV money. I'm just thinking about TV, so.
Yeah, let's crowd it.
CBS is playing Big Three basketball. You think they wouldn't bid for the NBA during that summertime slot?
But then what are they gonna do during the times they had it when they had it before?
CBS didn't have basketball.
No, I mean, what I'm saying is whatever
CBS ain't had basketball like 40 years.
You're gonna lose something.
You lose the Big Three and replace it with the NBA during the summer. I think they'll take that trade 10 out of 10 times.
Big Three can move though. Big Three can move. So Big Three can go.
Big Three ain't bringing in the money. Like they just.
But I'm just saying. I
think the Big Three proves my point.
Anyway,
the Big
you only
Three
get like 1 or 2 games on a week. Maybe 1 or 2 games on CBS.
Bought the rights to show the Big Three during the summer.
Yeah.
But so if we played the NBA during the time of the Big Three, why are we acting like people won't watch it when people watch the Big Three? And those are not NBA players.
Shout out to ISO Joe.
They would have to make it right with the Big Three though, right?
That's what I'm saying. They can move the Big Three to the fall.
No, they can do the NBA. I mean, they can do the NBA and G League.
Well, I'm just saying they have a contract.
Major League Baseball and minor leagues.
They would have to break their contract with the Big Three or alter it somehow.
Yeah, it's probably a buyout clause in there.
Their contract's not that big to make
right.
They're gonna lose
to hold this up.
But yeah, the CBS ain't had NBA basketball like 40 years though.
And so let ESPN pump fake for baseball. He'll be like, cool, we'll take it. You can have your
ESPN is the one who has the basketball contract. ESPN and TNT.
Yes. So, ABC.
ABC and TNT.
Disney.
Technically, it's Disney. Yeah.
Disney.
Well,
and
well,
TNT.
so you know what the crazy part is? Who has
But
the baseball contracts?
TNT has baseball contracts too, don't they?
So Turner
Well, TBS
and
Turner, right?
Turner
They have
and
TBS.
ESPN
They
/
have
ABC.
Atlanta.
There's no baseball
No,
game.
no.
Oh,
No,
well,
TBS.
No. I'm
plays
saying
baseball.
ABC
I'm
only
saying-
has Sunday night baseball, right?
ESPN has Wednesday and Sunday night baseball.
Wednesday and Sunday, yeah. Wednesday
And then
Sunday.
TBS plays Sunday afternoon and sometimes during the week.
Fox doesn't have baseball anymore, does it?
Yeah, they have Saturday afternoon.
Yes.
They got Saturday afternoon.
Yes. Fox got. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Fox Sports plays. They got baseball on Fox Sports too, don't they?
I think.
I
so.
mean,
the World Series on Fox Sports. On Fox Sports.
It's a lot of baseball. I mean, that'd just be a major. I mean, a lot of things will have to shift around. That's a lot. That's a lot of money.
We already shifting.
That's like I was saying. I put out my petition to have school year round. Changes a lot of things.
No.
A lot of people don't like it.
No.
Why not? Why not?
No. You know how hard it is being a teacher. We need this summer off. No,
y'all do
Teachers
not
gonna push back.
Steve. Hey, Steve. And I'm pretty sure they need teachers. I'm pretty sure you can go sign up and be a teacher right now, buddy. I'm sure they need teachers where you are. So any day you're feeling froggy,
they do.
And anyone listen to this podcast, you think teaching is easy? But go down there and sign up, and I bet you understand why we get the summers.
I never said it was easy. Never said it was easy. What I'm saying is,
Alphonse talking all that smack about one of his summers. You think NBA go players on one day?
The reason
they still getting their summers. It's just
they get the summers off.
They actually
they getting their
from the 1800s and niggas in the field.
Yeah, I get it. But
they ain't
that
in
was
the fields no more.
Yeah, but during
niggas
that time,
ain't in the fields no more.
Yeah, but
and that will cut down on a lot of crime and other shit going on. Motherfuckers ain't had shit to do during the summer. Yeah, take your ass to school.
No, that's not gonna cut down on the crime.
Everybody else work during the summer.
And everybody else ain't teachers, man. So when everybody else start becoming teachers and teaching other people kids, then we can talk about working the same hours.
They just need to
so go right ahead and do it. When everybody wants to jump up and start teaching classes, who get paid more? Oh,
if teachers get paid more,
about to stop
No, I said if y'all get paid more. He's saying if y'all get paid more.
We won't get paid more. So don't feel
no pipe dream. I said
no, we won't.
If teachers get paid more, it wouldn't be a problem.
But they never go pay teachers more. They never go pay teachers more.
I'm saying if they would, it wouldn't be a problem. Would it be a problem if you get paid twice what you get paid right now?
Yes.
It'd be a problem. You wouldn't work with something?
Yes. You know why? Because people would burn out a lot faster. You're replacing veteran teachers with bum teachers, paying them all that money, and you would not pay them all that money. Yes.
No.
But I think you still
Again. Lead a class. You don't even teach kids. Lead a class.
All I'm saying is, if you got more.
I've been a teacher.
And you got break. No, Alphonse, the breaks you get, the break that you get, like say 2.5 months, whatever it is, you got the same or more time, but sprinkled throughout, spread out.
No, they're doing that now. They're doing that now. We have a February break coming up. Some schools get an October break. That's what Dre's talking about, sprinkling in the summer break during the year.
Yeah.
They do that now.
For 2 weeks stretches. No matter.
Some schools just get 2 weeks stretch, 2 weeks. It's called the October break. They get 2 weeks in October. Some school districts do that. And they still get the summer off.
And this is totally different from Jive Time Turkeys. What I'm saying is we reschedule what school is, make it more like what work is. So you're not teaching hard during the day all the time. You're more of learning in cooperation with the kids, that type of deal during the day. You do 9 to 5, just like school, and have them do different things where you're not going to bog yourself down with, I'm sitting in the classroom teaching them this subject all day long.
More like a Montessori setup.
Right. Montessori teachers stay there their whole lives.
So yes, now you're talking about something different. So yes, you're talking about redesigning it. Okay, we can have a conversation, but just telling me
I'm not
School
talking
You
about
want
as
to say
is.
longer prison sentences? Nah.
no. Yeah.
School as
you
is,
said break the
I
prison.
get it. School as is, no. But you talking about redesigning school and education? All right, we can have that conversation. But that's not how people who want to have year-round schooling. That's not how they approach the topic. They don't approach it as
daycare.
bingo. Thank you. They want daycare, and that's what it is. They want daycare, and they want daycare year-round. And if you want that, just say that. But like, nah, that true education year-round can't look like how education looks now.
Can't do that.
The real question is, when does Philly play next? You talking about the Nets or the guy that was? I want to see that Philly team when they asked to play because Harden not.
Other subject. Oh, can we talk about the podcast that's similar to ours? That's been having great shows recently. Can we talk about I Am Athlete?
I Am Athlete.
Busting in the boys.
Yeah, busting the boys, all of them. I Am Athlete. So I'm gonna do I Am Athlete because that was like the least. So I Am Athlete just had historic H-Town rappers Bun B and Lil Kiki come on the show with Houston Texans running back Arian Foster. So they were talking about the subject that kind of piqued my interest. They were talking about how the music industry should have a union very similar to the NFL union. And Bun B and Pimps and Lil Kiki. Pimps. All right.
Best piece of the pimp.
We're talking about how that wouldn't work because the fame involved with what corporations were offering, what the labels were offering to artists, how they would take those terrible deals just for the fame. And so regardless of what happens, what a union would do, somebody would take those deals, the 360 deals, those back-end deals, which is terrible for most artists, just because they'll get famous. And so I felt like that was a good point, but I don't think it will work either. But I think they should have something set up where maybe regulations, like government regulations, should change the way music industry works. Because the 360 deals and some of these other deals that they do, the music corporations do take risks with individuals and they give them out money, and the advances are kind of crazy for some people. But I think in this day and age with streaming, with YouTube and other things, you can kind of figure out your market, your fan base, and kind of get numbers logistically around how much you can make if you actually do a deal with a corporation. So though they had some good points, I think I don't think it will work, but I do agree with where Arian Foster was trying to get to, that there should be some kind of changes.
So if you do a union, it's a mind shift, right? So to accompany the mind shift, only way it's going to work is with a mind shift to do the union, and that will take sacrifice from your big players. Like,
right?
You think about
the thing was, it's not enough. There's not enough big players to combat the level of lower players that are willing to take these deals.
Right.
So like right now, if you said, man, I give you a 360 deal for this album that you can do right now, and I give you upfront $250,000, a whole bunch of us would take that.
Right.
So regardless of what Jay-Z and them say, as far as that's a bad deal, you should not do it like that, you should do it independent, whatever they say, it's gonna come back and overcome what those major artists would say. And that's why the union would never work.
Yeah, it's not gonna work until you control like the distribution arms.
And so that's when go ahead. That's when he brought up Jay Prince, and he was saying, other individuals have tried to do that in the past. Like, they've seen the contracts and they were like, yeah, let's do it this way. But in the end, it still turns out the same way because with the artist, you take a risk. And that's been in the past, you take a risk. Regardless of how hot you are right now in your part of the town, going nationally, people might not like this shit. So you gangster rapper in St. Louis, Nelly, we don't know if everybody gonna like that shit. But if you change the song a little bit where you're not really talking about drive-bys and shooting people don't really recognize that, then you can make it a little more pop, and blow up, you know what I'm saying? But not everybody's like that. So you take that risk of doing that. So
I think
I just want to put that out.
I thought about that recently though, because I was thinking about how like with the title thing in terms of Spotify, it's like a way to circumnavigate this idea of a union if they was locking with a certain distributor and signed to title, signed to Apple, whatever that is, and only get my product is you going through this vehicle, then you can control the dynamics of what the contract is. And then, it'll be a sacrifice in that because you won't get paid quote unquote as much. But the long term is you can control how you are paid. So yeah, you can still sign those rinky-dink 360 deals, but you won't be a part of this movement of whatever vehicle it is, and your shit will be on like Apple, Spotify, whatever. So it'll take sacrifice, but also it's a big ass mindset shift, which it's a mindset. It's really a value system thing, really. What's valuable to that person?
Yep.
Yeah.
But so I thought you were gonna take this. I thought you were gonna take it to white supremacy. God damn it!
That's the answer.
It all goes back to white supremacy.
That's what it is. And that's what I'm saying. That's why the reason why I didn't go that far because my example was title, but even then we didn't recognize it when they all. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Imagine how powerful it was if they all would have stuck to it when they did that first launch, and it's like.
But they couldn't sold it, so it's because of white supremacy.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like
full circle moment. I think that is how we should end the podcast on white supremacy in another form, in another industry. Started talking about the NFL. We ended it with the music industry, went through the NBA, even dropped some education stuff on you. So had a lot in this podcast. But we gonna wrap it up here because definitely gotta go teach them kids tomorrow. So gotta go give them that education. Appreciate you guys jumping on. Appreciate you listening. This will be a mega one. But it'll get you right. So if you want to listen on Sunday before the Super Bowl, please do. But thank you for tuning in.
This weekend.
Yeah, exactly. And until next time.
Gotta eat.
Peace.
Peace.